WIIFTBP.
Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys,
TD, aka Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one.
Got a couple of them. Got a couple of them.
Two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh Lord, he's did it before. Oh Lord.
I got one. Better. I got 5 reasons.
5 reasons. Oh Lord, he turned it around.
Turn it around. He woke me up this morning.
Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
number
ahead.
4.
He woke me up this morning.
Come on, number 3. Come.
He woke me up.
Oh Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you. One of them 5s will get you. What's the second one?
He woke me up.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Oh my God.
And the number 1 reason.
Number 1. Final answer.
He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah?
I don't like that one.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. Up all night to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something, like it was nothing. Ooh, so much, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time. I won't do it. I think it's cause the way you talk to me. Know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide and make them something, like it was nothing. Ooh, so much, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, feels so easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Once again, no co-host. Got a telegram, got a kite from Ruthie. Ruthie sent me a note from the jungle, said she was booking her return flight on Thursday, meaning she'll be back in this building on Monday. Now, you know, that means Todd really going to be off the chain because we ain't going to never know when he can. This is what I'm trying to understand. How did Todd show up early for basketball and late for work? It's like it's one thing if it's a whole different group of people. But it's like, Todd, how you early? You be pulling up in the lot early for basketball and Sunday basketball. First of all, let me say what's up to everybody that is tuned in. Thank you all for tuning in. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. My sometimes co-host Todd Stroger is not here. If you did not hear me, Ruthie Moore will be back on Monday. So it's just me and you again, DJ. Till Todd get here. DJ, how you feeling this morning, man?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. I got to come out there and shoot a little, hoops with you yesterday. But
you didn't shoot with me because,
Oh, well, I shot, you was there. But
I was there. Hey, I opened the door.
Yeah, you opened the door, and any ball that came and rolled to you just rolled it on back.
I rolled it on back to y'all.
And Maze will not, you will not get me.
You will not see Maze embarrassing himself on the court. That whole thing when your son, you play your son to be the battle of the, my son ended that at 8.
right? Like he'd be like, come on out here. Like, you want to come on out here? Come on. So hey man, DJ, you did come out, first of all, yesterday, brother T.O. called off for his show. Let us know. So DJ's like, how you gonna tell me I'm about 5 minutes away from the studio? I'm gonna make my way on over cause I'm a hoop. Now, y'all, I'm gonna keep telling you, I keep underestimating DJ, right? I'll be like, I underestimate DJ. DJ come pulling up in the lot. He don't even want to leave the gym. But here go the crazy part, DJ, and this is the part I was talking to you about. You know how and you get to see it firsthand now because you here in the morning with me, right? Now, you be doing the Doma T. And the Doma T is, I got 5 minutes before the show. I used to be like, you see, I just do my cameras now. I just be like, you know what, 5 minutes, he gonna be coming sliding in safe. Right? Gonna start the show, be like, what you talking about? I was here all time, right? Show start. But you notice how Todd is always late here. How was he the first one in the parking lot yesterday to come play basketball on a Sunday?
It wasn't no traffic Sunday. We'll just say that.
It ain't no traffic at 4 o'clock in the morning. It really ain't. Stop lying, DJ. DJ, you come all the way from Forest Park, you be here in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Dog, you can't tell me because I come from out west and I'm here in 6. Todd is 3 blocks down the way. He just got to get to the express. That's okay. So Todd shows up. He first man in line. Come on, guys. Let's shoot around. Hey, but you know what? I got to give Todd his props because he will get out there and shoot. But the best part yesterday, Brother Sadiq talking smack to young James Bass. Did you see what I saw?
That man fell.
Did you see?
And the way he fell, like he was trying to, he was just looking up as he fell. Like I was like, did he just make him fall? And what was so crazy that you had a bad reception as you was recording. So it was like, but it was like every time it was time for something bad to happen to Sadiq, the camera was perfect.
Brother Sadiq, y'all go back and check out. We filmed some of the games. Fellas, if you are looking to get with us, I'm telling you, Sunday mornings 8 to 10 is about to be, as the young people say, lit. You know, we say off the chain, right? Y'all be like, it's lit, yo. I don't know about lit, because them backs was lit yesterday. Them people was limping around. I saw Sadiq later on. He was talking smack, but he was playing bass African had a little slow up gait to him. You know, because the plant-based people had you believe that they got superpowers. They be like, he got on the floor like, I was waiting for him to fly over, dunk on everybody. I was like, no, still same Sadiq. Yeah, plant-based and all. No, it was a good time. And so, fellas, if you are looking to get in on the networking session, they told me when I left out yesterday that State Rep Marcus Evans did come back with Brother Sadiq's son got a internship. Now he flying around the country and stuff with the state rep, like all within 2 weeks. Crazy, right? Like, yeah, come on, get your network on. Cause we don't golf. I'm planning on trying to get I'm trying to make it where it's like people bring their squad, then they get them some coffee and some donuts or some water and some stuff downstairs. We have some smoothies. Get it cracking on Sunday morning. 8 to 10, you get out, you get your exercise. You know, I'm gonna tell you, that'd be big. You know who should sponsor that? The Bigs.
Yeah, you know, man, they be doing them games and sometimes it'd be a late game. But they should definitely sponsor.
They don't gotta be there. It's like you just, the Bigs, you know what I'm saying? You bring, like what I'm talking about, DJ, is having a commentator there. Like we run the games, you know how I was talking smack yesterday? Like, oh no! Right? We get the introductions and you come in, you be like, and now you make it a good old time.
Yeah, but you got to be the voice on the side. Like, we have to keep you with a mic the whole time, mic'd up, running up and down the court, because your commentary be so funny.
Hey, man, I try. I feel like I could do color commentary, because I don't really be knowing what I was talking about. Y'all, let me tell y'all what. Yesterday, shout out to my son. Shout out to Respect the Game. They won their first game as a team. And it's been a really interesting, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but since we a little early, I'm going to talk about it anyway, right? So, y'all know my son he's like the shortest, he's for life. Like, since he started playing basketball, he was always the smallest kid on the team. but he always was just super dedicated. But I felt like his growth got stunted because we put him in Catholic school, and the Catholic coaches all had their own thing for their own kids. And it was like, there really wasn't coaching. It was like yelling. And then it's like, if you was the black kid, then you had to sit down if you took the shot and missed. So he got gunshot, right? And he just really, like, he loved basketball. You play on the court with anybody, he'll get it. But when you put him on the court, he'll get a little nervous. And then, like, anybody came up on him, he'll pass the ball. Like, the boy got handles the whole thing. So I'm telling you, we done did everything from the top to the bottom, to the bottom to the top, to the bottom. Like, you get the boy in the court by himself or with a group, he gets off, get in the game. So I was like, look, dog, I be driving all the way to Belgium and everywhere for these AAU tournaments because everybody want him on the team because tryouts, the whole thing, he kills. So I said, hey, Joe, I'm through with this, man. I'm done going all around. If you're going to pass the ball every single time somebody run up on you, I can't be driving to China. I can't. I love you to death. I put you on the bus, but I can't be driving to China.
Be John Stockton. He could be averaging like 20 assists a game.
Can I tell you? That's his thing, though. So let me back up. So he's on this team. Last week I went out of town. While I was out of town, it was the first game they played. They lost 40-10 the first game. 40-10 the first game. They said they pressed, and he was the ball handler. They don't have a sub. He didn't have anybody pass. So he got out the game. And then he called me and said, Dad, I had a groin injury. And I said, son, I understand because, I'm hung low. I'm well endowed. The whole room would get down. Anyway, so I understand, son, it's hereditary. So he's like, Dad, I got a pulled groin, so I have to sit out the second game. I was like, that sounds a little suspect, but what can I do? Because I'm somewhere else, so I'm going to let it chill. So yesterday, he didn't really want to leave when we was playing ball. When we was playing ball at the gym yesterday, but I was like, you got to go. You got to go, you got to go, you got to go, you got to go. So he got in the car with his teammates because they was like, man, we could have won the second game last week if you wouldn't have got hurt. Y'all, yesterday, I literally had the best experience watching my son play basketball probably since he was 10. Because he couldn't come out because they only had 6 players, no ball handlers, so he was the only ball handler on the team. And it was like, I watched him as he ran out of gas in the second half. First game, ball, 7 points, all the assists, right? And he got a Shaq on his squad, right? They got a 6'2", just beast. Like, this dude is like, everybody was like, I don't want to get by him. So it's like they was working their thing yesterday. And it was, I must tell you, it was one of my most exciting times watching him because I watched him have to gut it out. I watched him have to not be able to get on, ordinarily when he would be like, I got to get out, he couldn't get out and then the 6th man had, the 2 big men had 4 fouls each. So he really couldn't come out. Y'all, I finally saw kind of what I have been looking for all of this time. All this stuff he could do. And it's like now he's starting to get his confidence back in his shot. Now, he only scored 11 yesterday. Well, he scored 7 in the first game and 11 in the second game. But you got to understand, that's a lot for what we've been watching. But on top of it, it was like I was keeping score. And so I'm listening to the people behind me on the other team talking about him. And they like, man, Shorty is fearless. He go to the cup. He ain't scared of nobody. Look at him. And it was just a wonderful experience as a dad to watch that moment because he loves basketball. I mean, like, the boy loves basketball, but he would always freeze up. And then just as, it goes to the whole point of don't give yourself an option to fail. Mm. No option to fail. It was like, dog, if you don't bring the ball up the court, it's not coming. Like, there is no other, like, you looking around, and everybody looking at you. And to watch him put all his little moves in, his little cross, I can't even call it a little crossover. I mean, it was for a dad, and I'm going to tell you, I was a little nervous, right? Because one of my guys from Bolingbrook was coming out there. His son was playing too. And I was nervous because I felt like, oh, God, if they lose 40-0, 40-10, I'm going to see this dude in about 3 hours, and we going to be at a party, and I'm never going to hear the end of it. And it was like Lil Maze finally balled. Like, he finally balled. He finally got out of his shell. And it was like to sit in the car with him on the way back and the demeanor. You know, it's like, it was just a great feeling to be like, man, dog, I was like, you know, Dad is proud of you all the time, right? You bust your... To watch him play basketball, it was like the same thing as watching him play football. Like he was, I'm talking about, when I say the shortest, I'm talking like a foot shorter. Like in 8th grade, everybody breaks. You know when 8th grade and everybody breaking that 5-footer? We was still at like 4'4", 4'5". I mean, it was crazy.
You know, until you said the dad thing, I really thought you were talking about me, watching me yesterday. But that's okay, man.
No, Todd. No. I've seen you play, and I've seen you play against my son. It's different. All right, man, it is the Mace Jackson Show. You hear that voice in the background. I forgot to put you on the camera, man. I'm so used to you. You know what? Hold on, Todd. Let me get your camera right. But how you feeling this morning, man?
Oh, actually, I'm feeling pretty good. This is a good start, Monday.
This is a good start for a Monday, man. It seems like we got everything cracking. You kind of bright. Look, we both got polos on. You golfing today or something?
No. This is my official dad wear.
You got dad duty today?
No, but this is what the wife and kids say about me. This is my official dad wear.
You know what?
Polo and khakis.
So can I tell you what? I feel like I'm dressed like a dad today. Like yesterday when I was getting dressed, so I went to an event last night. I went to one of my guys' 50th birthday party. And clearly, y'all, we're old. Because he had a 50th birthday party on a Sunday that started at 3, and we were all like, it starts at 3? Like, dude, we got to go to work tomorrow. Could you do this on a Saturday? But anyway, we were all out.
I will say I'm amazed at how many people you know who are like 50, 51.
Who, me?
Uh-huh.
But this is my year, Todd.
I guess I know people like that, but I can't think of them.
But no, this is our year, though. This is like everybody I went to high school with. If you graduated in 89, like this is, if you were born in 71, then this is your 50 year. And so every single person that I know from high school to between now and June will be having their 50th. But we went to the party yesterday. Okay, can I tell you a true confession? We went to a party yesterday and we didn't stay long enough for me to feel like the outfit got a full wear. So I wore it again today.
Ah.
Right. So if y'all was at the party last night and you see me, I was only there for an hour and I was like, I didn't even get to smell like outside. I'm about to put this back on.
It's like taking your school clothes off.
I took them. I was like, hold on. Mm-hmm. As I was a little inebriated and I was thinking to myself, do I really feel like ironing tonight? I was like, and I put it up and I spread it out and I woke up this morning and everything was working perfect. But I feel like when I got dressed yesterday, I felt like for the first time I got dressed like an old man. Not like an old man, but like officially like a dad.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't have on any Nike shorts. I didn't have I had on a pair of plaid. Like, you know, I feel like I dressed up like an old man yesterday. Mm-hmm. Not an old man, like a man who has accepted the fact that I am 50. And then when I walked into the party, like all my friends was all dressed like we've all accepted that we're 50. At least they know they wasn't up on around our neck. Shout out to my girl Nidra Williams, because this week it is the grand opening of the new largest black-owned beauty supply warehouse, the largest. We gotta say that for save it for when we're on the radio. But shout out to Nidra Williams. We're excited for you. Thanks, Devin. I saw that. I was thinking about that. I did not write it on my page. But I think we're going to be broadcasting live from there, too.
Oh, what day?
I got to check all that stuff out. Don't quote me on anything yet.
Like I was going to do something special for preparation.
Right, you had
that day I'll wear blue socks.
All right, y'all. It is the Mace Jackson Show. I'm going to run through a few of these headlines. Happy Monday. We are back in the building, back in the saddle. I said Ruthie, Todd, in case you didn't hear when you were on your way in, Ruthie will be back next Monday.
What? What?
Yep.
I was trying to do the math, and I was like,
Ruthie was like, look, how many weeks of vacation do I get with free? As many as I damn want.
That's negotiating.
Hey, well, look, she was like, I was like, okay, no problem, no worries. Did you see the COVID resurgence, man? I started rocking my mask again.
I heard that in Texas. They were doing I think in Texas on NPR, and how 50% of the people are I forgot the
50% are unvaccinated.
Are unvaccinated, right. And now they have a 10% positivity rate, which I remember when we had that, I was thinking, woo, I ain't never going out.
And 10%, I mean, I just think that what we've seen is they have said you're going to live or die with COVID, period. Like, they ain't going to start. What they ain't going to do is put that little number at the bottom of the TV no more. Like, now when you start dying from COVID, they just going to be like, man, if you unvaccinated, you're going to die.
Yeah, sorry.
They're gonna really it'll be interesting. One of the things that I do think we need to pay attention to is, though, have you noticed that they said that the number one issue with COVID now is misinformation on the internet?
Really?
Yeah, and so they were starting to attack. I was feeling like, get ready for the freedom of, they were saying like places like Facebook are not dispelling the myths well enough, and they were like, that's not really our job. But I'm going to tell you,
I got a point there, but
it seems like there's going to be, I would not be surprised if there is not some kind of way where they start, some sort of freedom of speech stuff is in this mix real quick. I'm just telling you. And I saw it when I saw Joe Biden talking about the number one, like it was like they were classifying it sort of like not a, you know how they say violence is what is it they want to make it?
Public health issue?
Yeah, they're saying that the misinformation is a public health issue.
They're right. This goes back to the fight that I guess really started maybe after the war, the big war, World War II, of the individual versus the group. So we have all these individuals saying, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing nothing. Fighting science, really. And you know, now, as they say, the chickens are coming home to roost.
Well, they saying they're thinking about mandates. Like the answers are now getting ready to be mandates. It's interesting to me that where we've gone, because I used to think we just had to get the shots. Like, you know, like I just remember being like, you can't go to school if you ain't got your shots, period.
That's right. I've been on the health committee downstate, and, you know, every once in a while they'll add something and say, well, we really should add this. And then there'll be a big group of people, generally like white evangelical Christians, who come down and say, no,
or the Kennedys.
Do this. The Kennedys? Uh-huh. You mean like Chris Kennedy?
They're anti.
No, really. Yeah. Who'll say, I think one of his children may have had a bad reaction.
Okay. But whatever it is, they be
but that's
Farrakhan.
Like about 3%.
Right. So it just be interesting to watch how that goes. How about the Aurora got their first black chief of police, second largest city in the state. I think when the white lady didn't get the chief of police in Chicago, she was like, I'm through. Remember the white lady they was pumping up all over the world from Aurora?
Yeah.
Kristen, whatever her name is. Yeah, she ain't. She's out. How about Jeff Bezos goes to space today on Blue Origin?
I don't care one way or
another. He's going to take the oldest and the youngest astronaut. He's going to accomplish quite a bit of firsts, except for feeding the first homeless people under the bridge, but we'll let that be. The NBA.
This is what happens when you have your own money. You get to do what you want. I don't care.
That's why I want my own money. How about this one? The NBA Finals. Okay, I'm just telling you, this is building up to be like, I'm really enjoying this series, even though I want Phoenix to win.
I think a lot of people want Phoenix to win.
I think a lot of people want the Bucks to win too. If you go to Milwaukee,
think more Phoenix. Well, yeah, you go to Milwaukee.
Well, let me just tell you. I would love to be in the. I was literally looking to go buy some tickets to go up to Milwaukee tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Man, them mugs is $817 for the nosebleeds. I was like, yeah, pass.
You got it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. My son was looking at me like, Dad, come on, let's go. I was looking at him like, you got $817 on you? He was like, you do. Uh-huh. I was like, yeah, but not for you.
You're right.
Not for you to go sit at no, I'm not paying him. Now, if me and Carrie wanted to go to the game, I would do it.
Right.
No. First of all, let's just be clear. My son has been courtside. He has been to NBA play. Like, dog, you got to have something to live for. $800 tickets is something you need to live for, right? Like
my playoff life happened. I was like 35.
Right. I'm saying I did go to the Bulls finals at the United Center. I've actually been to I've been to a World Series, Super Bowl, in Stanley Cup, and NBA finals.
I never been to a Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup finals was crazy. You know, our boy Double J hooked me up.
Yeah, I can imagine it's crazy too.
It was. Yeah, I went. It was so crazy. I bought a sweater.
I bet you did.
I did it, but I changed it up. Huh? It say Mays Jackson on the back. I mean, it say Jackson though. I put Dustin Bufflin's number on, and then I put my Yeah,
I don't even know who Dustin Bufflin.
Dustin Bufflin was the black hockey player from the Blackhawks that was always scoring the winning goal. All right.
Blackhawks had a black.
Oh my God! And they got a black one now.
Man, how'd I miss
They had a black goalie. You been
Grand Fury?
Look, y'all, this is the Mays Jackson Show. It is about time for us to add our WBGX 1570 AM listening audience. Welcome, WBGX 1570 AM listening audience.
Welcome.
You are tuned in to the Mays Jackson Show, where Mays Jackson and my sometimes co-host Todd Stroger are here. Ruthie Moore will be back on the 26th. Sonia Escobar. Whew. Man, stuff going on in the world, Joe. Sonia's supposed to be stopping in tomorrow, but we got to talk about all of this stuff. We got so much going on. I got a few more headlines. Shout out to everybody who came out to Sunday morning basketball. Todd, how did you wind up yesterday? Did you how many more games?
We did play one more game after you left. Because what was that, 3 or 4? I can't remember.
Y'all had 3 before I left.
Okay, so we played a 4th game. They still beat us, but it was similar to the other games, but Mike talked a little more trash. It was like 4-1, and he said, "Let's beat them 16-1."
And did they beat y'all 16-1?
Hecky nah.
16-2?
No, I think right after you said that, I scored 2 buckets. I was like, I'm using all my energy right now.
That is funny. The Olympics. They already got COVID at the Olympics. I'm seeing people saying.
Oh yes.
I'm saying, do you think people
golf isn't going right? Yes, golf.
Golf. Well, there was also
the tennis player. I'm sorry.
Coco Golf. Coco Golf.
Yeah.
Yep, she's out. There was another person who is out who worked at the place. Plus, Todd, all I don't want them to do is be getting. Dang, now I can't think of her name. The greatest ever.
Serena.
Simone Biles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't want them trying to hit Simone with the vid so that they could take away her streak, man. You got to watch that. They better keep her in the bubble. Look, y'all, this is the Mays Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to finish up our headlines and go to the social media question of the day. We'll be back after. Oh, plus, we got news, traffic, and weather with DJ Reese the Ruler. We'll be back.
Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Yeah. Woo. See, I remember the first day we met, a Thursday night at the club I'll never forget. Do you remember the words that I said? One night in my bed you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me, Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach? Playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets. And now we're taking flights from London to Belize. And we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. Yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met, let's throw back. I really wanna know. Let's throw back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna go. Oh, come on now. We were making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. Making love. Come on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now, let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back. Let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:37 a.m. and I am Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago White Sox took on the Houston Astros yesterday. Carlos Rodon struck out 10 as the Sox win in a shutout 4-0. The Cubbies back in action looking the same as they took on the worst team in baseball and still lose 6-4. Now on the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop, 24 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, 31 minutes. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange, 31 minutes. Outbound Exchange to Deerfield, 38. On the Eisenhower, inbound from Thorndale to the Loop, 36 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 33. Stevenson, inbound from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 27 minutes. Outbound, 33. On the Bishop 4 from I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 31 minutes. Back out to I-80 is 28 minutes. On the Dan Ryan, 17 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes from the Loop to 95th. In the weather today, it is currently 70 and sunny. Expect a high of 80 and a low of 66. Now, back to Todd and Maze on the Maze Jackson Show.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
People, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't doze no more. I told y'all, yeah, this is a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze, it's Sonia, and Ruthie, and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we're united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's it's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve them.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger, as well as DJ Reese the Ruler in the building. Shout out to Young Sage. Shout out to Young Sage. If y'all did not see the What's in It for the Black People live performance at our 1-year anniversary party, you missed out. You missed out. Because they really did a thing. That Unplugged was something else.
It was.
I was super proud of them, man. It's like, I was thinking about the music that has been generated because of What's in It for the Black People media.
Mm-hmm.
And it means something when people make a song for you. But then when it gets the response and the reaction, did you see all the people that was, it almost felt like we could have turned the lights out, put up some lighters. People would have been like the old school concert. What's in it for you? What's in? I'm just telling y'all.
I think that would have happened too. If it would have happened if you had a lighter.
Who wants to talk about? Y'all want to talk about the craft grow and transport licenses? Why y'all be wanting to drag me into this mess, man? See how y'all be doing me? It's like y'all be wanting me to get into stuff, then everybody be mad at me, then they be cool with me, then they be mad. When it's like y'all got to pick. I'm gonna tell y'all got to pick. Y'all can't be calling me up telling me to get in it, and then everybody get in it, then get mad at me when you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all want it both ways. They be like, that Maze, he always starting something. Then they be like, Maze, could you start something? It's like, man, we gonna have to come up with a game plan here. Because the thing is, y'all be starving me, and then everybody get rich after I get starved out, and they be like, hey, you shouldn't have been talking that smack. Fool, I was talking it for you. It's okay, though. We gonna learn about the laws of reciprocity. Trying to get me in why you trying to get me in trouble? Nope. I've decided that I am not getting in any new beefs, at least today. Today. No new beefs today. It's Monday. Give me till at least Wednesday, somebody will be mad at me. But you gotta at least let me get Monday through. Let me get through Monday. This is my first full week back. Since I was remember I came back on a Wednesday. Who come back on a Wednesday, actually? I was thinking about it as I was getting on the plane. I was like, whose bright idea was this? I could have stayed 2 more days and then been there on Friday, been back and but no, I had to be here in the morning.
I've had those same feelings when I'm coming back. Like, wait a minute, why come back now? What a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking to come back. Anyway, it's all good. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Well, did I get all my... Okay, hold on. Sunday morning basketball. Carjackers. The carjackers were caught.
Good.
No sympathy?
What?
No remorse?
Sympathy.
Y'all don't feel... I think we need to I think white supremacy forced them into this position. And I think it's important that we... See, I feel like that... Remember I told you I'd be thinking we confuse the young people sometimes.
Maze, when NWA came out...
Hey, don't hate on NWA, man. After police coming straight from the underground, a young brother got it bad because of brown and not the other color, police thing. They had the authority to kill a minority. But that, because I ain't the one.
They came out with...
Pump mud with a badge and a gun.
With a song that black people could relate to, if you were my age or something, you knew it. Express yourself. And
I'm expressing with my real capabilities, and now I'm living in correctional facilities.
And then things
because some don't agree with how I do this. I get straight and meditate like a Brutus.
And the first song I thought was kind of a novelty. Gangsta, is that the first one?
Was that the first one?
Well, that would be the second one, but that would be the first one that talked about shooting people.
Okay.
And then I would...
we didn't say gangsta where I was from, though.
Wasn't that the name of the song?
Yeah, but we had to change it.
Well, I don't want to know.
Because we couldn't be running around here talking about... Well, anyway, it's long story short. Anyway, go ahead.
But from after that song, from that point on, I knew this stuff is crazy. It's not gonna help us in one bit. It's gonna help those 5 guys, or 4, I can't remember now. 5, right? It's gonna help those 5 guys because they're gonna make a lot of money. But the rest of us, this is ridiculous.
Man, it was the reality of what was going on in the streets, man. Stop tripping. They are storytellers.
That's what one of my liberal friends
They
said.
storytellers.
Even back in 1993 or whatever that was.
They were storytellers, man. You tripping, man. They was just narrating what was the drama that's going on in the streets. Just like, see, I think it was different. Like then we was narrating it. Now they're driving it and then telling you about it afterwards.
Oh yeah, well that is exactly.
I mean, I'm saying like before it was like,
would be like this.
Before it was like stories. It was like real stories, but like now it's
but not your story.
Right. Now it's like the guys are going to create the story and then they re-rap it and they don't even rap it because they ain't really rhyming. They be like, I killed dude, yeah. Have you heard
I think I told you Key and Peele did a thing like that where Key has a Peele. He's a detective, and he's like, man, you said it in this song you were going to go to his house and shoot him, and you did. Same reality in life.
Dope Man was first.
What's that?
Dope Man, yeah, that's me. Dope Man, you gotta keep, remember that?
No.
Hey, Mr. Dope Man, you think you're slick. You don't remember that?
No, and it sounds like a kid's song. What the heck?
Nah, it was really good. It was good. All right, let me ask a question. Who watched Raising Kanan last night? I did. 50 Cent is on to something. You know what? 50 Cent has elevated the hood drama to an art form. I think what he has done is he has gotten the budget to take the tales to real life. And I got to tell you how much I liked Raising Kanan just because of the nostalgia of the 80s and 90s. Like, yeah. You don't know what I'm talking about, Todd?
Not at all.
50 Cent, you know Power? Have you heard about Power?
I mean, I know it exists, but I refuse to even fool around and try.
It's good stuff, man. You got the. I, mean,
I watched one 50 Cent movie that he was in.
Nah, it's not the movie. You got to watch Power. Power's different.
But, okay. Nah, I'm not. You know,
you're not into gangster movies. It's
really.
Like I tell you, I swear I want to do. I think I might do a narrative of a black gangster. Like I want a black crime family drama that the black crime family wins. But like not like the crime not like the crime family that's shooting each other, shooting black people, but the black crime family that's like putting all the white crime families on their back. Like the return of the remember like maybe Black Caesar on steroids, but like with real production.
Mm-hmm. You have to say a real budget.
Right. Like, you know.
Yeah.
All right, look, y'all. It's time for the Mace Jackson the Mace Jackson Show social media question of the day. Give me big voice, Reese. I think you got it somewhere in there. Hit it for me. I know you got it in there. Because it's the big voice we got.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Reese, you could have just said, and now it's time for the social media question of the day. Watch, if I was Reese, I'd come in here and I'd re-record all the stuff, and it would be me, and I'd be in this. Every time we turn, so I'd be like, and now for the 8 o'clock hour is DJ Reese the Ruler. Like, I'd be like, and now it's traffic and weather with DJ Reese the Ruler. Anyway, social media question of the day. The numbers this week, 50 and 10, Todd. 50 and 10. 50 people shot, 10 people dead. We are over the 2,000 people shot. Over 500 people dead, I want to say, according to Hey Jackass. Todd, I got to ask you the social media question, who is really doing the shooting? Now, can I tell on myself, and I'm sure y'all going to talk about me and say, yo, sell out, yo, you just hate yourself. But I got to be honest, when I hear...
I wasn't with Maze all weekend.
That's not true, Todd.
No, that's not true, really.
I'm going to ask who is doing the shooting because my automatic assumption when I hear a shooting, and it could be the Bolingbrook in me, is that unless they say like Juan or something, or it was in Little Village or Pilsen, it is my assumption that the shootings are between black people.
That is not Bolingbrook. That is the whole nation feels that way.
Do you feel that way? Like, let me ask a question. Yeah, I'm going to poll everybody here.
100% positive whenever there's a shooting.
When you hear that there's a shooting, do you, in Chicago?
Right.
Do you think...
And it's not Carlos and Juan got shot.
Right. If it's not in Little Village or Pilsen or a clearly defined neighborhood, it is generally my assumption that that involves black people. First of all, is that wrong?
No, I'm pretty sure you're right. Like 99.999% of the time.
DJ Reese the Ruler. You know I don't let you talk too much during the morning show because you know you took over the morning show. DJ Reese the Ruler. Reese, when you hear of a shooting in the city of Chicago, if they don't, who do you assume is involved?
Black people.
No, really? Like,
I believe that it's gangs, and we probably, for real.
So,
I think the question really is, what shootings do we know of where 2 white people were involved?
Well, but let me go back because I want to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see these shootings, I ain't going to even lie to you. My automatic instinct was black folks against black folks. But then it got me to thinking to myself, are we that far gone? Like, are we that far gone where if we see a crowd of black people that nowhere in the midst of us does it say there's kids, there's women, there's children, there's whatever, right? And then I was thinking about these shootings. And I was thinking there really are nobody's caught. Then I was thinking if I wanted to frame somebody, if I wanted to set up somebody, right? Like we got all of these random shootings, not random. We got all of these shootings that are happening with no captures. Is it possible that the conspiracy theorists are right? In that some of these shootings that are occurring are not black people shooting black people, but other people coming in and shooting as well. And I'll give you a perfect example. Since this goes back to college. So in college, there would be times when the party would descend into chaos, right? Where there would be fights, there would be all type of stuff. Occasionally, not me, but somebody I know, as they were exiting the scrap, would pick up a chair and just throw it into the middle of the party, right? Into the middle of the melee, knowing that somebody was going to get hit, but nobody would know who actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
And you fall out, you like, oh my God, I got hit with a chair. And then they be like, well, they did it. And they did it. And we out the door. Is there any reality? Is there any possibility that the shootings in Chicago are not black people shooting at black people? Is there the possibility? I gotta go back to, we just saw the story of the white guy who down south who murdered his wife and was trying to blame it on Black Lives Matter. You got to talk about the Chicago police who have literally taken pictures of black people as animals hunted. You think about all of the conversations we've had, things that we've heard, things of the way we know that they think of us. Is there any possibility that somebody, no, Reese, not yet. Not yoga yet. Okay. So my question is there any possibility of anybody, is there any, like when I saw the story of the little girl, like we're talking about, we're now over, what is it, over 200 kids shot? Kids. I'm talking about kids. Are we that far gone? Do you think that we're that far gone that we can't, that like there's no compassion for anyone? I don't want to believe that.
First, your chair thrower is just proof that liquor is the devil. But
how you know he was drunk?
Oh, he was drunk, man. But past that,
but you think about the chaos that it caused. And it only further inflamed the situation. So even as I throw the chair Or not me. I didn't throw the chair. It wasn't me. As the
Right.
chair flew in and somebody gets hit with it, then someone else is like, man, them punks just threw a chair.
I get the scenario. I mean, I could see that there would be some kind of like serial killer, because most serial killers tend to be white, but
Used to be. I mean, goodness gracious. You remember we got stuff white people used to do. Remember we had this conversation. Things white people do. We done kind of blended into some of that.
yeah, but they like to kill people
And then eat them.
Yeah,
We
eat
like,
them. Leave their body down by the creek. That kind of stuff. This kind of stuff is this isn't what they do. And as you know,
wait a minute. This is what they do. They've destroyed whole countries, Todd. They've shot.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you not
No,
see?
but they like to do that.
Exterminate the brutes.
They do that in the open, and they do that when there's a lot of them. They don't. It's not the stealthy type of thing where we're just going to create chaos. They're more like, we are going to raise your town and just destroy everybody in the village. They like that kind of stuff. I don't think they could make it in the hood. There's not enough of them in the hood to be stealth like, where they shoot somebody and they get off and nobody noticed that, hey, who's that white guy?
Can I tell you, Todd, remember
the white guy in the Subaru? No.
No, but check this out. Remember that time when I told you when Father Flagrant and those guys were on the expressway and they marched? And remember I told you I saw all of those white kids with like the hats and they had earpieces, and I assumed that they were cops until I looked at their shoes and the cops was like, get out the way. Like they was patrol. Like, I just don't want to believe that we're at the point where when 200 kids are shot, that we're in that.
Yeah, but you pointed it out that a lot of these shooters shoot people, then make a film about it.
Maybe I'm just
exaggerating. And then they get shot.
Maybe I'm exaggerating. I mean, because I when I look at the concept of 200 children being shot, I just don't want to see that coming from us, to us.
And how many of those 200 are, as we call it, collateral damage? It's probably a significant number, huh?
But when you say collateral damage, I feel like that's the whole thing. Like, you stop because you don't want the potential of hitting. The video that's so striking.
You have a conscience. You have to have a conscience.
The striking video to me is, remember that video where the dude rolled up on old boy and was like, "Hey man, you lucky you got your baby, because we had you with the drop and we was getting ready to murk you."
But how many times does that happen though? Where somebody says that?
How many times do we not know that? That's my point. Like, I feel like it's got to be a lot.
Well, it might be a lot, but I'll counter you with 79th and off Yates, the McDonald's, where they shoot up the car with the baby in the back.
That wasn't in 79.
Wasn't that 79?
I thought that was out west.
It doesn't matter. It's still
sound like some East Side stuff though. I'm just playing. No, just
it's still an incident though. And yeah, they didn't.
But let's say they didn't know the baby was there. How about, like, I gotta say that they just didn't know the baby was there. I am concerned. I don't want to view us through a lens. And let's be clear, that's not us, right? The majority, but oftentimes the majority is oftentimes drowned out by the louder mass.
Right.
Right? Like, the average person that goes along, that's going to work every day, they trying to make it, they trying to live. So they ain't really even in that mix.
Right.
But I don't know if we have to. How do we address that? Like, it just seems to me that we're in this circle of it's almost like we're in a circular firing squad and we can't say stop. Right? Because if you say we're in a circular firing squad, the people with the guns they're not shooting white people. They're shooting black people in the barrel.
Right.
And it's almost like we have to ignore the cancer. The cancer right now, in my estimation, is consuming the body and creating a giant gap that is driving people. Like, we know the story. Like, increase the violence increases, the people leave the neighborhood, the property goes down, and then the people move in. They just said that they just sold, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit later. 12 houses in Chatham just went for over $300,000.
I looked at I was talking to Claire. I looked at some houses that were for sale around the neighborhood, and I was like, "Whoa, holy crap! $260,000. Let me get out of here."
What?
I need the money.
Well, my thing is, so what are they talking about brushing? Anyway, so I guess my question becomes, I'm still trying to figure out how do we get ahead of that? What are y'all talking about is the DJ brushing his teeth? You hearing something? That what you hear? Anyway, so my question is, how do we address this cancer?
You know what? I knew things were kind of crazy, and I guess they never solved it. So it could have been anything. When in Chatham, a whole family got killed in their house. I mean, when I say the whole family, I mean like the little whatever 4-year-old all the way up to the 55-year-old, and it was just incredible. I don't know. Maybe that was 15, 20 years ago.
All right. Well, look, let's check it out. I do hear something. Do you got your phone on?
What phone?
I can hear something in the background too. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
I think it was Ruthie's phone.
All right. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
I'm blessed. Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys,
TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
You got an inspirational word for today?
Oh, man, I'll be honored. Giving honor to God. Hey, man, on Sunday morning, it's early, so we got to give honor to God.
Yes, sir.
The good word for today is don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes in our life, in our walk, in our days, in our journeys, we find a way to just worry about so many things. Mm-hmm. And we just want to encourage you today that those worries is God's responsibility. Mm-hmm. It's God's responsibility, because at the end of the day, what we worry about, most times we can't handle it.
Yes.
If we would agree together, we can't handle it. So we have to give it to God. That's his responsibility. Mm-hmm. And our job is to simply believe.
Yes.
Simply believe. When we believe, the Bible says all things are possible.
Come on through here.
I believe that alone. I feel my seed
already.
I feel seed coming.
So be anxious for nothing. Even the Bible says don't worry about anything. In Matthew 6:33 it says don't worry about anything, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things be added unto you. So we're here to encourage you.
What about my love? Seems you have forgotten us. I do believe that something went wrong somewhere. What about my feelings? Do they mean anything at all? You got me so in love, I'm too blind to see. But you got my love, now you wanna put me down. But you got my love, Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Really wish you would change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Now that you got my love, you don't come around. Now that you got all my love, yeah, you got me standing on shaky ground. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Oh my, I had a conversation with her. This is how it went. Before you leave out the door, before you leave out the door, baby, won't you change your mind? Oh, Lord have mercy. 'Cause I need you and you need me. I know we can be happy. Just wait and see. Baby, won't you change your mind? I'll do better if you change your mind. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaking. Now that you got my love, you don't even come around. Now that you got my love, you got me standing on shaky ground. Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no, I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no. I've been hoping, baby, yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'll do better if you change your mind.
WIIFTBP.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:11 a.m. and I am Reach the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, weather, and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago White Sox took on the Houston Astros yesterday. Carlos Rodon struck out 10 as the Sox win in a shutout 4-0. Cubs also in action as they took on baseball worst team and still lose 6-4. Now on the traffic, Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop, 24 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, 36. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange, 33 minutes. Outbound from Exchange to Deerfield, 44. On the Eisenhower, inbound from Thorndale to the Loop, 40 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 35. On the Stevenson, inbound from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 31 minutes. Outbound, 33. On the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 31 minutes. Outbound back, 28 minutes. On the Dan Ryan, it's 16 minutes to the Loop and 16 minutes to 95th. Today's weather, it is currently 70 and sunny. Expect a high of 80 and a low of 66. I'm Reach the Ruler. Now back to the Mays Jackson Show.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 now he's shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger, in the building. Plus, DJ Reese, the rule on the wheels, is still giving us that news, traffic, and weather. But y'all know, I got a special guest. Y'all was asking me, why did it sound that way? Because this brother didn't put his TV on the mute. But he is here with us today, y'all. Look, he is one of Chicago's newest folk heroes. You may have seen him at a neighborhood event near you. You may have seen him when he was a spokesperson for the census. You may have even seen him riding his beloved horse down the Dan Ryan. I'll never forget.
Oh, no, I got pictures of him riding down Stony Island that night.
You got pictures of him riding down Stony Island that night. I seen pictures of him riding his horse, though. There was nothing like the pictures of the horse riding down the Dan Ryan with the horses and the man and the cowboy and the stirrups and the get-up. And it seemed like this brother was on a meteoric rise to success. We saw Mayor Lori Lightfoot had come out. She put her arm around him. She had made him a spokesman for the census. And then it seemed like within days, months, it all came crashing down. It seemed like Mayor Lightfoot turned on this brother the same way she tends to turn on almost every black man we've seen her embrace. But then we saw him a few weeks ago on the Dan Ryan, and now this brother is on house arrest. And so I wanted to get all of the story. So here live with us is Chicago's
own folk hero, the dreadhead cowboy, Adam Hollingsworth. Adam, welcome to the Maze Jackson Show. How are you today, my brother?
I'm doing better, man. I appreciate you for having me here, man.
Oh, no problem, man. And I'm sorry we had hiccups on trying to get you last week. People was looking for you, trying to figure out what was going on. I think you said your son stole your phone, man.
I had to have my phone last night because he was definitely looking forward to this morning.
Hey, man, we got to get that baby a phone, man. We got to get him a phone. So let's do this. Let me start out because, y'all, we know him as a dreadhead cowboy, but his name is Adam Hollingsworth. Adam, why don't you do this? First of all, tell us, how did you become the dreadhead cowboy? Start there.
Basically, I wasn't even expecting to be the dreadhead cowboy. When I first started riding a horse, I was basically, my whole thing was to bring the horse to Chicago for the attention for me. Cause nobody never seen no horse in the hood. So I'm like, let me take this horse to Chicago. Let me see what's going on. And as I kept on coming to the city of Chicago and the attention I was getting from the kids and the parents and the people that was out there, it went from me riding for myself to riding for others because I'm always there for other people. I love to see other people happy and putting smiles on people's face. So it went from attention for me to bringing stuff positive to the community, which it was doing.
Now, first of all, okay, now back up. How do you get a horse in the city? And what was your driver to bring the horse to Chicago? Because it seems like the city is not, I mean, we just saw them shut down the horse and carriage rides. Is there the concept that operating in the city is an inhumane environment for horses? Do you agree with that? What are your thoughts on that?
No, I feel like that long as you do what you're supposed to do as far as the law requires, I feel like everything's okay. But as far as the horse and carriage ride they were doing, it was work. It was work. So I can see where they come from when they shutting that down because you got a animal that's working, I don't know how long a day, but how many hours a day, but that actually could be stress on a horse. And then going to, like, horses don't like to be around traffic. All that noise, it actually could bother them a lot. But it should be a limit to how much you can ride a horse in the city.
Got it. I got it. So talk to me about how this all started, because you had become this local folk hero. We expected to see you at the festivals. Also, as a matter of fact, I got a picture that I took with your horse and you a while back. But then it seemed like you went to like almost like national fame when the mayor of the city of Chicago reached out to you. Talk to me about how does the mayor get to you and decide that she wants you to be a spokesperson? Start there. Tell me that story.
Well, I had actually got a call from the mayor's office. I never even spoke with the mayor. I got a call from her office asking to see can I ride and promote the census. I asked them like what is it for? Cause I heard of the census, but I never, back us being black, we thinking, the government just trying to keep the number on black people and all this other stuff, keep the number on the minorities, the people and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Since we should be on the same page. We both working for the people. Why don't we do this? I'm trying to get some land. I'm trying to build a barn in the city so we can have it in the city so we won't have to go to the suburbs to have a barn. We never had a barn in an inner city, in the hood. We always got to go to the suburbs just to ride. So they was like, well, let us get back to you on that. So they get back to me, well, we can't give you no land for you can do that, but we could pay you. I'm like, what you mean you can't pay me? I mean, what you mean you can't do the land? It's plenty of land out here for $1. They shot me down. They said, we can pay you this amount of money for this amount of days. I said, well, since we can't do that, I don't want to do it. I'm okay. I shot it down. They come back the next day. Well, you think you could do it for this? I said, listen to this. If y'all pay me this amount, I'll do it. For 5 days, for 5 hours, and I'll do it. If y'all can't do that, thank you anyway. Get out the phone. They call me back. Well, we could do that, but we only on one condition. What's that? If you do a press conference with the mayor. In my head, I'm like, with the mayor? Oh, okay. In my head, I'm saying I'll do it.
As most people would. Let's be clear. If the mayor of the city of Chicago call you, talk all the smack you want, most people is going. They trust me, I've seen it all the time. So you're not different from anybody else. So the mayor, so you come up with a number that you both agree on, and they say part of it is you have to have a press conference with the mayor. So I remember seeing you with the press conference with the mayor, and the mayor pumping you up as the dreadhead cowboy and go register your census. And then it seemed like the city blew up. And in the midst of the city blowing up, your relationship with the mayor blew up. Explain to me how things went sour with you and the mayor.
Man, I never even had a word with the mayor. The most she ever said to me was, "Good job, keep up the good work." As she was driving past, they stopped past.
Wait, she made it seem like y'all was homies though. Y'all had a press conference and everything. She didn't talk to you at the press conference? She didn't Go ahead.
Man, the first time I even said something to her, and that's when she was pulling off from the press conference, and the people was taking pictures of me for the promo. She stopped, let down her window. "Hey, I love what you're doing. Keep up the good work." "Oh, thank you very much." And she pulled off.
That's the. I thought y'all was tight, man. I thought that was your girl. I thought y'all had selfish. She seemed like she Willie Wilson'd you, bro. So now tell me, where does it go wrong between the two of you, though? Like, where does it go from you being a spokesperson to the mayor seemingly turning her back on you and kind of throwing you under the bus?
I guess because my background started coming up. You know, Chicago kid growing up in Chicago, it's rare to come up without a background. I guess my background came up, and I know I seen her after I did one of my kids' Lives Matter marches. I seen her at the police station one time, and I rode my horse over there, and was trying to get a picture with her. And when I tried to get a picture with her, she turned me down. She didn't even say a word there. She had a security guard to stop me. Didn't let me get close to her. I kept on asking, "Can I take a picture?" She shot me down. So I want to say probably like the fourth day I was there, and I told her I quit. And I told him right then and there I quit.
So wait, the mayor wouldn't take a picture with you and the horse? Dog, she had a whole campaign. Let me back up, because it seems to me before they approach you with a deal, the mayor's office should have vetted your record and then perhaps turned it into an opportunity for redemption.
Right.
She does all this community outreach with all of the street outreach workers, etc. So it goes left for you. When she won't take a picture with you, she won't acknowledge you. You keep your money, take your job, and shove it. Is that what basically happened?
Exactly what happened.
Now, tell me then, how does it wind up that you get arrested? Where did that part happen? Like the first time. How did you get arrested to get on this probation? And where is the horse?
What happened was September 21st, 2020, I had woke up and I was scrolling down Facebook. Mind you, this one I was hot on the scene. Everybody was posting pictures everywhere. Every time I go on Facebook, I see a picture of me. So I was going on. I always show love to my supporters and whatnot. And I seen a flyer, and the flyer I seen, it had about 6 to 8 kids on it, and the 6 to 8 kids was the kids that got killed in Chicago last summer. And I know when I looked at it, I glanced at the flyer, and I'm like, and I doubled back, like the little boy on the picture looked like my son, and it actually hit me. Why wait until it happened to try to get out there and fight for the kids? Why not do it now? And I probably, everything I do is probably at the last minute, but I did do that at the last minute. I've been trying to get an escort on that Dan Rather Expressway. I called the sheriff's office. They said they were going to call me back, but they didn't. So what I did that morning is post a post on Facebook asking for motorcycles and cars for an escort. I had about 12 to 15 motorcycles and probably like 30 cars to escort me on the expressway. Me on the expressway, I did the whole expressway ride. And as I was on the expressway ride, it was a police car that was on on the shoulder of the road. I guess they seen me, and the first thing they did was trying to cut me off. You can't cut a horse off. Something that's running at you. A horse can't cut over or stop just like a car. This is not a car. So the police car actually was cutting in front of me, and my horse tried to go over and it clipped itself. So I don't know if a lot of people seen that cut on the hoof. It was due to the police car cut me off, and my horse clipped itself. But other than that, my horse got to 95th and the damn round. They got me off the horse. They locked me up. I was at the police station for 3 days because they didn't know what to charge me with. So on the third day, they hit me with the animal cruelty, saying that my horse collapsed on the expressway. I was beating and whipping my horse until it got up, and all these other lies. So they painted me out to be this demon, this bad guy, this animal abuser, and it actually hindered me a whole lot because my livelihood ain't what it used to be. I'm not who I am now because I'm on house arrest with no movement. I got kids, I got bills that I can't even take care of because of what I've been labeled as.
But what? Well, let me back up. So you didn't have a permit, and these are the parts I gotta ask. Adam, you didn't have a permit to get on the expressway, which seems like it's going to open you up for some challenges. Where is the horse?
The horse at Forest View Farm, a petting zoo.
And so they took your horse from you. Are you going to be able to get that horse back, or is it gone forever?
I'm actually, they actually just offered me probation, 2 years probation if I copped out to them. But if I beat this case, I get my horse back. I get all my horses back.
Okay, so now let me ask you another question. How then what made you then, under the circumstances that you were in, get on the expressway again, knowing that you were on probation, that now seems to have you on house arrest? Because you're not on house arrest for the first go around. You're on house arrest because of the violation of probation. Am I correct?
House arrest. I'm on house arrest for violation of bond.
Now, what made you violate your bond to go back onto the expressway? Because this time you did not go on the expressway with your horse. You were going in support of the brothers that were going to shut the expressway down.
Exactly.
Brother, let me ask you a question. Knowing the challenge that you had up front and what the risk was, what made you decide to get on the expressway again? Not that it's wrong, but did you recognize the risk that you would be taking by getting on the expressway and the challenges that it would put you as it relates to getting your horses back and potentially violating your probation?
I honestly felt like I'm all about supporting people, and something I wish that I wouldn't have done that day. I wish I wouldn't supported that because at the end of the day, I'm here alone by myself. But when I did get the call about helping support this march, I asked him, was it peaceful? What y'all planned on doing?
Hey. Okay. So I'm looking at my comments, and one of my top legal advisors is going nuts in the comments because they're concerned about you putting yourself in a bad position. Let me ask you this, because I really, Brother Hollingsworth, what I don't want to do is put you in a worse position. I'm sorry, what can we do to help? What's your status now, and what's in it for the Black People Media do? What can the people do to help you, to assist you in your time of need? You don't have a bond, do you?
No, I actually bonded out, and when I had bonded out, they put house arrest behind it, and I feel like that's unconstitutional because the judge know I work, that I live alone, and he know I have kids, and he actually put me on house arrest with zero movement. So I've been on house arrest for over a month with no movement and scraping up money to pay rent. I just had to sell my car just so I can come up with rent money, and I paid my rent up for a few months so I could have somewhere to live, keep on my head, and I don't have to stress about that. So I'm just focusing on my case right now.
Who's your attorney?
I actually just had to fire my attorney because I feel like my attorney is working for the state. My attorney not communicating with me when it come down to a whole other stuff when it come down to my case. This is my freedom.
Brother Hollingsworth, let me ask you a question, just for my own. Who advises you? Who is helping you navigate through this process? Because I'm concerned in this process that sometimes people may take action if they don't know you, if people got your back. Are there any other people that are supporting you or are giving you some legal advice or some back? Because if not, what I'd love to do is like connect the dots and at least get some of our friends to be able to provide you some aid and assist. Talk to me about kind of your legal advice and your game plan going forward.
Actually, I haven't heard from anybody since I've been going through what I've been going through. I've been supporting myself. I've been researching. Like I do a lot of research myself, but I'm only one person. I only could do so much. But I have no support, zero support. As much support I gave out, I got zero in return, and that's what kind of upsetting. But I signed up for it.
So here's what we got to do, y'all. Brother Hollingsworth, I don't know if you have a I don't want to say Cash App. Do you have a GoFundMe? And who is going to be with you? Got to go, huh?
I got to GoFundMe.
So I want you to send me the information on the GoFundMe. We're going to try and help you there. Secondly, when is your next court date?
I go to court tomorrow.
And what is supposed to happen at this court date?
I actually really don't know because the judge that I felt like he's biased and racist, and I put a motion in to change the judge, and they sent me to his supervising judge. So I don't know if they're gonna try to lock me up or anything. So it's like tomorrow is a.
So this is what we got to do. I got a couple legal people who are on and that are paying attention. Do this. Tell us your Zelle. Tell us your Cash App. Tell us all of the things that you have so we can do whatever we can to help you in the short run. Brother, you should not be hungry. You should not be somewhere starving. So trust me when I tell you, we will definitely help in that space. I do want to advise you to get legal counsel that you trust. And if we need to try and help you get a lawyer, we're happy to help work on that. But brother, I don't want to see you going down there fighting this thing on your own because it never works. I know you're smart, but it just never works out. And it's like, here's the deal. I think when these type of things happen, and this is part of when I tell us about being strategic in our actions. If this is going to happen, we have to be prepared with a catch net. For the people that are going to take the sacrifice, that are going to go forward, we need to make sure that there is a place and a way that we are able to take care of our people, right? Like we got to put an infrastructure in place. We got to put an infrastructure in place. And brother, I'm going to advise you, right? Every fight ain't your fight, right? Every fight is not your fight, and we all want to help. And I'm going to say like this. I believe that what y'all brothers did that day, it definitely sent a strong message, but we can't, if you know that you in a jam, we can't afford to lose anybody else. So the next time it's going on, you done already took your lumps. So you got to take those lumps and you got to sit it out until your next go round. In the meantime, Adam, I'm going to reach out for you after this show. I'm going to try and connect some dots, and we're going to see if we can make sure that you're not showing up in court by yourself. All right? Because that's important. But please tell everybody your Cash App, your GoFundMe, and your Zelle or any other ways that they might be able to support you in the meantime.
Well, my Cash App, my Zelle is 312-632-9825. You can find both of them by putting that number in. I do have a GoFundMe. It's actually it's on my page, Dreadhead Cowboy. And you'll find out everything you need to know on there. You'll even find out my Zelle and Cash App on there.
Let me ask you also, what courthouse are you going to? You at 26 Cal?
26, yes.
All right, y'all, to my 26 in Cal people, my 26 in California people, Man, look, it's a whole network of people out here listening. And we know you can hear, you can see. We don't need to let this brother just sit and languish with no aid and assist. So let's figure that piece of it out. Please repeat it again, Adam. Repeat all of that stuff again because they're trying to get it. And if you send it to me, we'll get it posted on the page as well.
It's 312-632-9825. That's
312
my Cash App, my Zelle.
632.
312. Yeah.
Go ahead, do it again.
312-632-9825.
All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. That is the Dreadhead Cowboy, Mr. Adam Hollingsworth. Adam Hollingsworth. Y'all, look, we got to make sure that the people know. Somebody need to send our illustrious state's attorney a note somewhere, whoever got some reach. Y'all know this brother don't mean no harm to nobody in the world. Let's support him. There's a network that exists. His day in court is tomorrow at 26 in California. To the squad that understands what that means, we need y'all to be squadding up. All right, y'all. Adam, you got anything else you want to tell the people before you go?
It's all about support. It's all about support. Support was right. And I feel like everything I do is for the kids. So it's not like I'm out here on some negative things. So I really feel like not just support me, support anybody calls there when it comes down to kids. Kids, period. Because our kids are being murdered, assassinated, extinct. And nobody's not voicing for them. So it's all about supporting and voice for our kids.
Hey, yo, that is Adam Hollingsworth. He is the Dreadhead Cowboy. Todd, you got any advice? You want to think anything you want to say to Adam before we break out?
Oh, the only thing I would say is never go before a judge without an attorney.
Man, please, brother, because it almost going in front of a judge without an attorney is almost like disrespecting them all in that they feel like they know the law. What time is your court case tomorrow?
At 9:30.
9:30 a.m., 26 in California. Y'all, let's try and do what we can to support our brother Adam Hollingsworth as he tries to throw these shackles up off of him. It's the Maze Jackson. Chemo Saab, you got the wrong number up there. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages. Y'all support the Dreadhead Cowboy.
WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Oh, baby. I mean, I know that you're here with me and everything, but Since you just left a few hours ago, I've just been going crazy. And I done come to realize one thing. Oh, baby, I miss you. Yeah. Ooh, baby, oh, darling. Whoa, whoa, oh. Your love must be some kind of drug, baby. 'Cause it just keeps on calling me. And I just need a hit of your love. It's got me shaking and feeling for your touch. Baby, of you I can't get enough. It feels like I done OD'd on you, babe. I'm addicted for you. Can't stop loving 'cause I can't get enough of you, babe. 'Cause I'm so addicted to you. This must be love. 'Cause I can't get enough of your loving. I'm so addicted.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Is that Slick J Adams? Slick, you know what, man? I'm going to tell y'all, man, we got some great artists right here in Chicago that really put it down. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Y'all get a chance. Y'all go support Brother Adam Hollingsworth. He is the dreadhead cowboy.
You know, they raised almost $10,000 for his horse.
Look, man,
I'm sure we can raise some for him.
You know, white folks, you put an animal up there, white folks, if you free the horse, they don't want to free the horse for him, though.
No.
They gonna free the horse and let him go run wild in the... Hey, man, you know, now it's so funny, though, because, you know, all the women was all fawning over Idris Elba when he had his little horses in Philly.
Uh-huh.
But now we had our own, and y'all be tripping. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. In traditional Todd fashion, he gets here late and he's leaving early.
Right. I was going to leave early anyway. I forgot to tell you because I gotta be at the Village by 9:30. Yeah. So
Todd, let me just tell you, DJ, they saying you got the wrong number, dog. Just make sure. Let Tennille do it.
I never pinned it anyway. I can't pin it, so Tennille had to pin it. So
Chemo Zombie
me to change it. I can't change it. Y'all stop asking. I have no access. I've been blamed like 5 times on the show. G, you know what? Tomorrow, don't even say I'm here. Okay? I've been blamed like 5 times on the show, and I'm doing nothing.
Joy, you get DJ getting sensitive, man. Look at him getting sensitive.
He's not sensitive.
Yes, he is.
He's an alpha man.
Based on yeah, we talked about that last week. I'm gonna let that be. So Todd, you got to break up out of here. Talk to me. What's up?
Oh, Charlie Robinson died.
Charlie Robinson.
He was the court clerk on Night Court.
Oh, Mac.
Yeah.
Man, you know where more people would do it. Know him from?
Mom.
No,
he was just on Mom too.
Mom?
It was a TV show that literally just ended like a month and a half ago or something. And he was the blind man who was a resident in their building. And he was a reoccurring character.
He was no. He was. Do y'all remember Set It Off? He was in Set It Off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the jerk in Set It Off.
Really?
Yeah. All right, that's terrible though. I mean, he died at 75. That's scary, man. That ain't long.
No, that's actually below the...
That's a little bit right around. He's over the black average, though, because we at 73.
Oh, because white people are like at 78.
78, 80, something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. We got one more. And I guess he would be private first class Parnham. He died at like, what was he, 99 or 100? He was the last surviving member of the black battalion that stormed Normandy in World War II.
Oh, they probably was at the front, too. They probably was like, y'all go first. Yeah, you know, you was a black...
Typical, huh?
If you was a black man and you survived World War II, God was ordained you. Because, you know, they was like, send the black people first. They was like, look, it's all machine guns. Get out. They was like, send them over the boat.
Yeah, D-Day was a lot of dead people.
A lot of dead people. I mean, just think about having the
casualties, as they call them.
Just think about that, though. Like, where you just be like, we going to lose about 70,000 people. We could do it.
Yeah. But we're going to win this.
We'll win it. We'll win it by attrition.
I get it, though. Well, I told you I'm a baby boomer, so Nazis are like worst
Reese, you gone for 2 weeks. You quit. Dag, Reese done quit too. Look, Lord have mercy, Jesus. You know we got
because you can't be talking to Reese.
These
like that.
are sensitive alpha men. That's what it is. Sensitive alpha men.
Nah.
You know they get in their feelings. You Reese, you ain't in your feelings, are you? You quitting too? Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
Even though insensitive sigmas, you can go two ways with that.
What do you mean? Explain it.
There can be insensitive sigmas.
That's right. I'm sure that no one is like, oh, you sensitive men, you. Oh, I'm looking for a sensitive man. Like, that is the thing that women say all the time. Could you please bring me a sensitive... Sadiq, look, Sadiq.
No,
like,
you're right. And
look, he like, stop it now. Stop him now.
and that's why the divorce rate is like, well, I don't know what it is now. It used to be 43%, but I think it's up.
I'm lost out. On what?
Yes, women want bad guys. They want. Ooh, I want the guy.
No, there's somewhere in between
who's somewhere cheating on somebody else, and then when they get married and he's still cheating, they're like, what? Why are you cheating on me though? I'm special.
Hey y'all. Yeah. So.
Yeah, apologize, Maze.
I'm not apologizing for nothing. I think there's a wide range in between there. And sensitive doesn't lean towards that part. Sensitive leans towards it's not the, like, I think if you land with a sensitive man, you're borderline, weak-wristed. Strong wrist.
So how do you think the Secretary of State's race is going?
Hey, y'all. So it's the Maze Jackson show. Ty was like, what's the next thing on the piece of paper? Secretary of State's race. You know what, man? This, the thing is, I was thinking about this Secretary of State's race, and I don't know if I've gotten it wrong, if I've misjudged it. So I think of Alexi Janulius.
He came out to the Illinois Black Caucus
golf outing. And everybody was treating him like Jesus came back.
I don't know. I ran into him on the course. He was like riding around and like, hey.
Riding around the course, being like, "Hello, hey, how you doing?"
Well, I know him from like.
Was he good to you back in the day? Now, I'm sure Broadway Bank was good to your old man.
We have some kind of friendship of sorts.
Yeah,
we treat each other well. I don't know what it's about. I mean,
you're like a human being. He's a human being. You know
how politics can be, though.
No, I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's like you ain't do nothing to nobody. You ain't do nothing to nobody. That's what be cracking me up. Mug tell the truth. His shoes were dope. Don't nobody care. That's because you know why his shoes was dope? Because he got $20 million to buy dope shoes.
Well, that's probably that true right there.
To Neil talk about his shoes was dope. So I'm going to tell y'all, I think I may have misread this Secretary of State's race. So I feel as though I probably said that Anna Valencia had the advantage. But what I'm saying is Alexi is rolling up the money, right? I really thought Anna Valencia would raise way more money. She's at about $600,000. Pat Dow is at about $400,000. David Moore is at like $70,000. And Alexi is almost at like $3 million. Alexi has rolled up all of the endorsements. He took out, he got the biggest Latino endorsement. Now, remember, I told you he got the biggest Latino endorsement with Chuy Garcia. Plus, he's got all the labor locked up. This is a weird dynamic because, first of all, Pat Dow is way closer to Anna Valencia than I would have expected in this race. Right? Like, she's only got a $200,000 cash advantage, and I was looking at Pat Dow's campaign committee, and she has kind of a powerful campaign committee that can dial up money. I'm looking at Anna Valencia, and she's doing a lot of the national stuff, right? Like she's going to California to raise money. She's got
Yes, what she has is the ability to go to states with large Hispanic populations who, and sometimes they cross lines. They're like,
but it ain't even. She wasn't going. She was going for the white people though.
Oh,
she wasn't going. It wasn't the Latinos going to raise money. It was actually white people raising money for it.
Oh.
But the weird thing about this is, I'm starting to see that there's some real uncanny alliances that I'm not seeing play out, or they're not playing the right way. So the first thing I see is Hannah Jubei.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to bet against Hannah. Like, as much as you want to be like, whatever, she wins.
Whose side is she on?
Hannah's managing Alexi.
Oh, okay.
And I got a sneaking feeling that if Alexi keeps up this momentum, he's going to get Jesse White to endorse him. Right? Which would then murder Anna Valencia, even though I think that the instinct initially would have been to support Anna, woman, all of that stuff. But I got this funny feeling like it's not going. I feel like they don't have the grassroots, Alexi seems to me with Hannah to have the relationships necessary throughout the state.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Anna is more of a Rahm Chicago creation that Durbin and all these guys picked somebody and said, I think everybody thought that if Jesse White wasn't running, it was a sweet spot. I feel like the dominance that Alexi is doing, remember I talk about the sense of inevitability?
Yes.
It really starting to feel like he's got the sense of inevitability. Mm-hmm. And with none of the black people except for the city of Chicago aldermen lining up behind David Moore and Pat Dow, I'm starting to think this is going to come down to a two-person show, but I don't even know if it's going to be a two-person race for real, or it's going to have to go super negative. Because it seems as though the rest of the party has put aside any challenges that they may have had with Alexi, right? Whether he came back and endorsed Tom Cross in the governor's race for treasurer, right? Which was the spot he held. I think it's a weird thing. Now, here's the other thing I don't see. So I expected David Moore to show up stronger, right? I mean, his Chinaman is got to be like one of the richest black men in politics. And his consultant in Larry Rogers.
Yeah, right.
So Larry Rogers, Larry Rogers dang near put David Moore in business.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah, right.
And I'm waiting for, I would have thought that when we looked at the D2s, we would have seen a lot more money coming from Larry Rogers to go to David Moore, right?
Alderman's reach is normally not that wide.
Yeah, but
unless you have a position like Pat Dow does.
Okay, but I got you. But again, if my top guy is running, right, and I got God's money, I'm gonna give him a couple hundred just so you can be in the mix.
No, I don't see that very often. Yeah, you don't see that very often. You don't see guys. Every once in a while.
You don't see black guys.
Right.
White people be like, you saw Mike Hastings, the Carpenters was like, we're gonna give you $100,000, and he out the race.
Yeah, wasn't that something?
White people.
Like President Jones was very good to me. Thank you. And Mayor Daley loaned my dad $100,000. He had to give it back, but he loaned him $100,000. But you don't see that unless it's coming out of somebody's campaign fund, and they have to have an awful lot of money to do it.
I mean, but when you are a property tax attorney, you know how much money they make, how much money they raise.
Personally, I know he's rich. I have no idea what his campaign fund looks like. I know everybody in this race except for Valencia, and I like everybody. I've known Alexi longer than anybody, I guess. Really, it's been what does that be like?
Broadway Bank,
25
baby.
years or something?
Broadway Bank was a beast back in the day, Joe. It was Broadway Bank was the political bank of the banks. You go in the lobby there any day, you'll see a politician. So I guess my question is, where do we fit in this? Like, cause I almost feel like we ain't gonna have a choice. It's like you either gotta be with the white guy or the Latino woman who is trying to city key everybody. I
don't do much of this stuff, but if it's going to be that, I'm going to go with the guy I know.
Man. So I think we've got to be watching this Secretary of State's race. Now, I just also want to point out, I still don't think it's too late for somebody black to get in the race, because you don't even start circulating petitions until January. So you still got, remember, they just added 6 months to the term. So somebody black could still get in. Here's my thing. We need a black statewide candidate we need black statewide candidates across the board.
You know how difficult statewide runs are.
But it's not difficult here's my point. If you can get the candidate on the ballot, then we want a black person. Can you imagine Anna and Alexi talking about issues and there being nobody black? They gonna talk all around it. If we can put a black person on the stage for every one of them, at least our issues are being talked about. Like, again, Anna and Alexi ain't gonna say nothing about being black. They ain't gonna say nothing about if they don't have a black competitor, then the black don't even gotta come into the Secretary of State's race. So we don't get to say how many black jobs are gonna be lost. How many black jobs are going to be kept? As I say, like, the black candidate can be as black as he wants to and not even be politically correct. You just want the black candidate to give the black people a safe repository of their votes. Why? Because then both of them who are counting the split between black folks can't count, and now they got to come talk to you. See, the key is to make sure...
That's a theory.
Yep.
And it's partially true, but I would say what happens is because we are so blue and black people will either vote or stay home, the primary candidate, not the primary candidate, but the Democratic candidate never really feels like they have to come to you and ask for things.
I got to cut you off real quick. Look, y'all,
That's
we
right,
are saying
I
bye.
gotta go pick up my wife.
Okay, we got to say bye to
I gotta say bye too.
To the WBGX 1570 AM audience. We appreciate you all being with us every single day. Give us, we'll be talking to you tomorrow, but you can continue watching the show. Watch us on the Maze Jackson Show or watch us on Facebook Live. When we come back, I'm still waiting on these people that's supposed to be here. It is the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back in a second.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we're about 60 years old. I be done had a heart.
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't. You don't like that? Yeah, I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
About National Join a Positive Black Organization Day, because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, girl, why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I wanna check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your grown on. When you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? When you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor giving more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting your own woman. No, why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put that grown on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:06 a.m. and I am Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland sports, weather, and traffic update. In sports, the White Sox took on the Astros. Carlos Rodon strikes out 10 as the Sox win in a shutout 4-0. Cubs take on baseball worst team and still lose 6-4. In traffic, on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop, 27 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, 41. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange, 32 minutes. Outbound Exchange to Deerfield, 45. On the Eisenhower, inbound from Thorndale to the Loop, 38 minutes. Back out to Thorndale, 41. Stevenson, inbound from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 42 minutes. Back out also 42 minutes. On the Bishop Ford, from the I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 31 minutes. Back out to the I-80, 28 minutes. On the Dan Ryan, 16 minutes to the Loop, as well as 16 minutes to 95th. The weather today, it is currently 73 and shining with the sun. Today will be a high of 80 and a low of 66. Now, back to Maze Jackson on the Maze Jackson Show.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For the black people, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't doze no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze, it's Sonia, and Ruthie, and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve them.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I no longer have my sometimes host, Todd Stroger. Todd, just like Todd, come late, leave early. Talking about some, man, my car broke. Todd, you know he was faking, right? I ain't even hear the phone ring. It didn't vibrate, it didn't do nothing. Then all of a sudden he talk about, Maze, I gotta go. Huh?
He put his alarm on.
Yeah, he put his alarm on. He gotta go. He talk about he gotta go. He gotta go fix the car. Knowing daggone well, Todd don't even know how to work a toolbox. Can't even fix no cars. Don't even front with me. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show, so we are in the building, and I'm gonna tell you what, I am fired up. Cause I feel like I love being on the front end of things. You know how I tell you, I always want to be part of your success, right? Like, we may not be on the whole journey. I might not roll with you the whole time. Read what they say, reason, season, or a lifetime. But I feel like I've always had the opportunity to watch, provide some input, and then hopefully be a part of the success story. And y'all, when I got a call, so check this out. When Africa Porter calls you, when Melanie Brown call you, they call you at any time, be like, I got it, yes. We got a call, yes. But yes. I want to send you press, yes. We tell them yes because our goal here is to create a platform for all of the black folks that are doing positive things in our community. And so when they told me that they had the stars of the Coleman Show, Amazon new Prime series coming to the studio, they was like, can we zoom in? I was like, hell no, y'all can't zoom in. I gotta get autographs. I got to see them in person. So when I see them on the red carpet, I be like, don't be trying to act brand new. Y'all remember when y'all came to my studio? So let me tell you what. In case you all are not aware, Amazon Prime, which, hey y'all, what was I watched the movie on Amazon Prime this week about the crazy aliens, the Tomorrow World. Was that it?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. I was like, what is y'all doing over here on Amazon Prime? They getting it in. And I have seen all the best black, you know I told y'all like the black gangster movies, right? Like I've been seeing all the black gangster hood films on Amazon Prime. Then I started wondering, when they gonna do something positive? When they gonna do something that's gonna give black folks some shine? Enter Africa, enter Melanie, and they say, we got some new clients, new show coming out on Amazon Prime. They got 10 episodes. 10 episodes. I was like, we gotta get them in the studio. So here today, you know what, as a matter of fact, Cayenne, I got you. Right? Cayenne, I can't call you Cayenne Pepper. Cayenne, what's your last name?
Martin.
Cayenne Martin. And I got Eric Epps in the building. Now, talk to me. Y'all got a new show on Amazon Prime, and it's called The Coleman Show. What is The Coleman Show? And was that the Colemans out there?
No, they
Because they came with a tribe, y'all. Look, I was feeling some kind of way. I'm trying to find them. I'm running over the building, and they literally walked in with like 7 people. And I was like, hold it. All y'all can't get in the studio. Everybody can't come in the studio. But I think we might have to squeeze everybody in the studio at some point. Eric Epps, talk to me about The Coleman Show. What is it? Who's in it? What is it about? And why do we need to be watching?
Okay, well, The Coleman Show is loosely based on our director, Calvin Coleman's family.
Okay.
And it just chronicles the life of a black family. You know, I play the character of Leroy Coleman. One of the leads in the show, and my whole thing is I'm trying my best to keep my family together while still messing up. You know, as a husband, you mess up. As a father, you mess up. But you try to learn from your mistakes and do your best to, make sure everybody's all in line.
So, are you the dad in the place?
I am the dad.
So I gotta compare this because you got a black family show.
Exactly.
Are you the updated version of? Well, can we call him the updated version of Bill Cosby? Minus the.
No, yeah. Definitely minus that.
Definitely minus that.
Definitely minus. No,
But when I think of family dramas, our family, is it a sitcom?
It's a sitcom.
So when I think of family sitcoms, the standard for me is the Cosby Show. Mm-hmm. Now, I would tell you that the Cosby Show was idealistic. Mm-hmm. And now since then, we've seen a lot of depictions of black family life that are a little bit closer to reality. Talk to me about where this sits.
I think I personally, on my particular character side, I'm more so of a Martin type of guy.
Okay.
Yeah, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Now, if we want to revert back to... Right. If you want to revert back to the Cosby Show, my wife, who's played by Khadijah, I think she shows the grace of a Felicia Rashad. How Felicia Rashad was, real calm
and fine than a mug.
But still, she didn't have to raise her voice to get everybody to fall in line.
Got it.
Was just real graceful. So that's kind of how it is. Now, Bobby over here,
Bobby, right. Cayenne. But you play Bobby on the show.
Yeah, I play Bobby Coleman.
Okay. Now, so this is your son on the show.
My son, he's a trickster.
Introduce him.
So this guy across from me is super talented. He plays my son. His name is Cayenne. He plays the role of Bobby, and he can tell you exactly all the mischief that he gets himself into throughout the season.
All right, Bobby. Talk to us, man. First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from, man? You give us a little bit of your background, and then I got to come back to you on that too. Go ahead.
I'm Cayenne Martin. I'm 16 years old. I've been acting since I was 3, and I play Bobby Coleman in The Coleman Show on Amazon Prime.
Okay. Now, who is Bobby Coleman on Amazon Prime?
Bobby Coleman, he's the son, the prankster's son. He's always finding himself into some type of trouble. Is he a bad kid or a good kid that's that tests the limits? I would say he's a good kid that tests the limits.
Okay.
He's a good kid that tests the limits.
All right. Now, tell me how he compares to you in real life.
I feel like in a lot of ways we're alike because I'm older than Bobby.
Get a little closer to the mic.
Sorry. I'm older than Bobby Bobby is 13. I'm 16. So I'm older than Bobby, but I feel like I'm more mature. But when I was Bobby's age, I used to love to play pranks on all my family members and just randomly annoy them. So I feel like we're alike in that same way.
Now, are you guys from Chicago?
Yeah, I'm from the suburb. I'm from Matson.
Don't trip, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the suburbs.
Hey,
I'm from
man.
Bolingbrook. Chicago. Let me tell you what. When you on TV, they gonna be like, "He from Chicago."
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I can't say I'm from Matson. They be like, well,
But you can, you can.
All right, thank
but
you.
the Chicago people, when you on TV, then they gonna claim you.
Right.
So they gonna be like, you see old boy from Chicago on Amazon Prime. Oh, we got somebody sneaking in the studio. What's going on? Y'all come on. I guess come on in.
He already in here now.
Who is that?
That's the director. That's the creator.
That's the creator. Go grab a chair, bro. I mean, I would. Reese the ruler gonna get you. You come on in. Stay in here. Stay in. Reese the ruler, the producer's gonna get you. So y'all talk to me about this. So, are you from Chicago too?
Yeah, I'm from Roseland.
Oh, look at you, Roseland.
yeah.
What, 111?
Nah, not even.
103rd? Okay, 99. So talk to me about the Colemans and how what is it that we're going to expect? Are they inner city or are they suburban?
They are. They're inner. I would assume they're inner city. My particular character, I'm an Uber driver / aspiring actor. So you know what I mean.
When do you give up? Just out of curiosity, because
Yeah.
that's something we gotta talk about. When do you give up? Yeah, you're an Uber driver, and you still trying to figure out how to be an aspiring actor.
Man.
At what point do you recognize it ain't good?
I don't recognize it. Honestly, you'll see when you guys watch the show is that majority of the time when I'm doing these Uber rides, I'm acting. You know what I mean? That's my stage to be able to, meet new people and just interact and just, that's my stage because I'm not booking anything else. Everything else is just me just Ubering and then just going home and being with my family and stuff like that. So, yeah, it really, you will see it though. You'll see it.
All right, now we had a guest pop in. The big boss. Would that be the big boss? Grab that mic, slide it on over to you, and I'm gonna ask you to introduce yourself because I don't got my papers right. Pull that close to you. You can pull it. Y'all move it around. It's okay. It ain't gonna bite. Talk to me. You are, sir. Please speak into the mic and let us know.
I am Calvin Calico Coleman. I am the creator and director of the Coleman Show.
Dang. So you are actually a Coleman.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a Coleman too. Maybe he like. Hey, look, I don't let him talk too much because he got a voice like this. So then he'll take my job. Tell me about the inspiration. Obviously the Colemans. You're a Coleman. You're a family.
Yeah. So
talk to the mic a little bit.
The Coleman Show is loosely, very, very loosely based on, my family. And
do you have to say that because you putting real stories in there and they don't want nobody looking at you crazy?
No, there's some there's some sketches and some very interesting situations that happen on the series that I just want to make sure that I separate that. It
ain't all us.
It ain't
right.
all. Yeah. But no, yeah. So just some personal experiences that I've had, some personal experiences that I've witnessed, kind of help inspire the show.
So let me say this, right? Because you wonder, how does a person go from having an idea, and I'm gonna ask all three of you, because when you say I want to be an actor, you saw how I just did, right?
Yeah, I said.
You say you want to be an actor. You're an actor. You're already at an early age living your dream. You are a is it a screenwriter? What do they call that?
Well,
the creator.
Creator. Yeah.
Okay, so you've created a concept. Talk to me about, how do you go from this thought in your head to actually believing, to actually manifesting, to getting to a point where you can actually say, I'm an actor? Because, you tell them, I'm an artist. They be like, nah, you ain't got no job. Right? You tell somebody, I'm an actor, they be like, yeah, you ain't really no actor. Now, obviously, when you see Amazon Prime, you be like, oh, you act for real. But tell me about the journey from your thought of one day I wanted to be an actor to actually making it to fruition, and when you knew that you had actually, and when I say made it, I'm not talking about multimillionaires, but you have finally entered into the realm where you are professionally recognized for what you do. And I'm going to say that for you to the end because you were the creator of this. Talk to me first. Here.
Okay, so I didn't, and I still don't, I didn't need the world to validate if I was an artist or an actor already. So as soon as I made the decision to act, I became an actor, and I ran with it. And I got a chance to do an audition for an agency. And I came in there already. I had never booked anything. I never had nothing on my resume. I walked in there as an actor. They gave me some lines to do. I did it. She signed me on the spot. So after that, I ended up booking a part on Chicago Fire, speaking role, all in the same year that I decided to start acting. And it goes back to the mentality that I have. Whether I'm on Amazon Prime or not, as soon as I made the decision that I want to be an artist, which what acting is anyway, I was an actor.
I heard that, man.
Yeah.
Do your friends show you love? Or they still be like, You know
No,
how it is
no,
around
no,
here.
no. They show love. You know what? To be honest with you, I think major props needs to go to my wife because she has been the driving force with me being able to do this because I'm doing acting full time. You know, and you're doing acting full time. If you're not booking stuff, your finances, it's a whole roller coaster. But you need a strong woman behind you that pushes you and encourages you, even when you feel like it's not you're banging up against a brick wall. You know what I mean? So she's created that door in the wall.
Look, he came up. He finna come up. I see y'all and all the ladies out there. Yeah, we was talking about these sensitive men, not sensitive men. I'm gonna tell you that is true though. Yeah. I will be honest with you. In all of my trials and tribulations, and my audience will know about it. If it was not having my wife stand by me and say, "Nah, you stand solid. I got your back," I wouldn't have been there. So I love to see you give props to your wife for a part of what you do and the hard work.
And let me say this too. Go Mob.
Blue fire. Look up.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
You see that? You see how that go, right? You see how that go, right? Because
Almost
look,
missed
I
your
got
mic.
look.
Hey, don't do that, man.
Come on, man. Let me get that real quick.
I'm next. I got it too.
No, you ain't. Now, first of all, I'll show you yours afterwards. I'll show you yours after. Because I know everybody's.
Yeah.
All right, Cayenne. You 16 years old, man. You say you want to be but at 3. Now, at 3, did you decide you wanted to be an actor? Your mom was like, my baby boy cute. I'm going to make him an actor.
Right.
What happened?
It was. I always used to act like my other family members whenever I was at family reunions or something. And
Okay.
my grandpa said that he would be a good actor, and my mom was like, "Oh, sure." But then, a few months later, she ended up getting me a talent agency, headshots, and all that type of stuff. And I think the first job I booked was a Gerber commercial or something.
Oh, you was a Gerber, baby? Yeah. You still collecting them checks, Joe. Your mom, you still collecting those checks. So talk to me about the dedication and the work it takes to be an actor. And do you go to school here?
Yeah, I go to school.
What high school did you go to?
Walter H. Diet.
Oh, you went to Bueller. Did you know Bueller McLeod? So let me just say this real quick. One of our top followers and fans, not followers and fans, one of our top family members, Bueller McLeod, actually opened up Diet High School. And my sister was actually on the board that actually helped create it when it first opened. And it's so awesome to hear that you come from Diet. So now you've been acting since you're 13. Tell me, how does that impact you as a student? Do you got to leave school when you shoot this and all of that? How does that work? Do you have a tutor? What kind of lifestyle does a 16-year-old child actor live nowadays?
Well, I say since it's COVID right now, it's kind of different, but I will talk about before, because right now during COVID, there's been very few things I've got besides the Coleman show.
Okay.
But I was in Chicago PD, so that's one thing.
Hey,
but
go ahead.
Before COVID and everything, it was if I got a job, I would have to get called out of school, and most of my work would just be sent online through computers and stuff. And it was difficult trying to maintain both my work and my school. But at the end of the day, I had to push through. I had to keep going.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, you got a girlfriend? You got more than one girlfriend? Look, keep it playing. Keep it playing. Okay, you're not like that? No. So you are you have not let this acting go to your head. Now, I'm just going to tell you, though. Just tell you, when they see you on Amazon Prime, you're going to have a whole bunch of DMs. They're going to be all over you. Keep it humble. Keep it humble and stay focused, man. I am super proud to see the work that you are doing, and I can't wait to check it out. Mr. Creator, Mr. Coleman, I got to ask you, when you knew that you had a good idea, and how did you break through the barrier of, man, I'm going from having this idea to going to sell it to Amazon Prime in 10 episodes? Back up. Chicagoan? Are you a Chicagoan?
Yeah.
Mike, gotta stay at the mic for me, man.
Yes.
Okay, what high school?
Well, I actually grew up in the south suburbs.
That's all good. Don't trip. Much love. What high school?
I went to Bremen.
You went to Bremen Township? Hey, that's my cousin is on the, my I got school members on there. All right. So talk to me about growing up. When did you know you wanted to be a creator of a series?
I would probably say maybe 3 years ago.
Is this your first project?
First big project, yes.
Give me the steps up to your first project. What was the first thing you put on film and was like, I think I'm gonna be somebody one day?
I'm an artist. I write poetry.
I can fly to the sky as I jump up and down and all around. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it kind of started with me first picking up the camera and shooting my first music video. And I've been an actor since 8 years old, but I've been doing a lot of performances with poetry, so to market yourself, you got to photography, videography, get content out there to brand yourself. So I started shooting music videos. More artists started reaching out to me to film the music videos, and then I started learning that I kind of had a knack for filmmaking, and I also had a knack for storytelling, being an artist, being a writer. So I kind of put the two together. Also have a sense of humor, love having fun. Also kind of document a lot of my experiences. So I just kind of pieced all of my talents and different things together to realize that I had a knack for directing, knack for filmmaking. I just started developing it from there.
So now you got this idea. You got the Colemans. Where do you go? Like, how do you say I got this idea and now I want to shop it? Tell me about that process. How do you meet the people?
I've been good at writing, poetry, but I haven't really been good at developing like screenplays with my ideas. So a friend of mine that I met in the poetry world, her name is L.A. Holtz. She's a screenwriter. She's done quite a few stage plays. She's written quite a few books. So we developed a relationship. I reached out to her. I told her, I had this idea. And she just went to work. I gave her my ideas, gave her my concepts. She drafted the screenplay, shot it back to me. I tweaked it, and we had a whole script. So then I took the script, and then I started looking for investors. Initially, we were just going to do a pilot, and kind of shop that around to get it picked up by a network. But then I started to realize we have the resources to film our own content. It's not, we're in a day and age where you pick up a camera, you get the right gear, right equipment, the right crew. You could do everything yourself and, find platforms to put your content on individually.
So wait, back up. Hold on. Y'all shot the joint yourself?
We shot it ourselves.
Wait, hold on. So y'all mean to tell me that you got together with a crew, put y'all own joint and shot 10 episodes. Y'all hired the actors. Clearly, you're a smart man because you hired Sigma Man.
Oh yeah, clearly. Hey, Eric has one of the best in the game, hands down.
Brother.
So, and don't forget when you get to college, pick right, okay? For
real.
Help me understand that process. How do you get people to believe? Like, one of the things that is a challenge as a creator is to find the people that will believe in your vision and help you bring it to fruition. How do you shoot a 10-episode series and assemble the cast? You said you was looking for investors. I don't know if you got them. How much did it cost? How did that work? Did they say we believe in the project and they got points on the deal? You had to pay them. How does it all work? Help me explain how you put this together, because clearly you had to do some selling, bro.
Yeah, it was definitely some selling involved. It was definitely a lot of no's involved. I honestly, I'm a firm believer that God will lay out the steps for you and guide you. Where you need to go, who you need to talk to. And, I actually met Eric. For years, I've been trying to get on a production. I don't know if you're familiar with Richard Gallion.
Yeah.
So I just so happened to book one of his screenplays, and that's actually how I ended up meeting Eric. That's actually how I ended up meeting Kyan and another character, Danny Froze, who plays Uncle Tyrone. So I met three of these guys who are in the lead characters in my show on this production. And, we hit it off, developed a great relationship. I saw the talent that these guys had. And when I met Eric, that was at the time when I was conceptualizing the show. And when I saw him, I was just like, he's the dad.
Dang.
He's the dad. And when I met Danny, I was just like, he's Uncle Tyrone. I met Kai, and I was just like, he's the son. When I saw these guys, as a
don't y'all got a part in there where y'all need like a radio host? Didn't you see me and be like,
Season 2.
Season 2, like, look, we can come work at the station the whole job. Now I got to get a talk to me back up. So now you got this idea. You done met all the people. How do you get them all on the same page? And how much money do you make that you could pay all these actors and all these film people? And the question becomes is how do you pull it together economically? How much time did it take to film this series?
It took about 3 months.
3 months, 10 episodes. How much time did everybody have to put in individually? About
every day.
Too much time.
It
was very. We shot all the home scenes first.
Okay.
And, we shot it consecutively day after day, and it was a lot of time put in, a lot of work put in. I mean, we were grinding on a daily basis. So I promised them I would give Eric a bag of hot flaming Cheetos once a week.
Sound like the What's in it for the Black People Media Network.
And I promised him some Now-Laters.
Now-Laters.
Yeah, Now-Laters. So, every week, I talked to him. I was just like, look, guys, this is what I could do for you. I think we have great content. We got to, rock with me day one. We're going to be rocking together, from here on out. So these guys, they showed me love, and I try to show them love back. And as we progress, they're gonna progress with me. As I grow, they're gonna grow with me. So.
See that? Y'all see how that work right there? See, somewhere in there, you all have some investment in your own success, and it paid off. So now let me ask a question: when you landed an Amazon Prime deal, right? Is you a millionaire now? Is you rich now?
Not even
Is
close.
Everybody rich now?
Not yet.
So how does?
But if y'all go support it, we can keep moving, and we can get to that stage where we can keep providing great content, and I can keep supporting the people that's been supporting me.
So and there it is, y'all. Like, so y'all know I just got through watching what was the other one that Dawn's niece was in on the flicks. But here is another chance for us to support our own, right? Like to support the show, and you be like, the people on the show. And we can all see and raise this boat up together. I'm gonna tell you, I am impressed. Talk to me about how do you go get the deal though? Like how did y'all? So y'all got this. Y'all got 10 episodes in the can, right? You go out. You say we got 10 episodes in the can. Who you call? You got an agent? Or do they come looking for you, or is it like you didn't have to the whole Hollywood stuff? You ain't have to go see the Illuminati or nothing, did you?
No. You know what? It's a process, and there's certain things that you have to do. There's certain marketing tactics that you have to move forward with. So there's no necessarily right or wrong answer. There's no, you have to do this to get this. You have to do that to get, I've been on the line with BET. I've been on the line. I've had, been on the line with Netflix. I've been on the line with some, major networks, and they'll tell you like, well, you have to have this. You have to have that, and to an extent, yes, but also to an extent, you have to work with what you have. So, I was able to find a distributor to be able to shop it to different platforms.
Okay.
So we're starting off with Amazon Prime. Tubi TV is going to be next, and as the show picks up traction, more networks will start to open up.
So do they own your property or do you?
No, I own mine.
Hey yo, you see that? That's ownership. Mm-hmm. Look, man, I was going fuss at Melanie and Africa this morning. I really was. I was going to fuss at them because they had me running up and down the steps and looking all around and being like, they ain't at the door.
Look,
I done ran down.
I've been here.
Huh?
I was locked out down there. I was pressing all the
buttons.
Man.
Look, Mom, you should have sent the blue signal up. I would have had you. Man. If I would have known. No, anyway. But I am excited to have you all here, right? Because I think this is another example. Essentially, it is what I'm trying to get our people to see, that if we can all collectively pile in on the things that we enjoy and love and work together, then we eat on the back end together. Like, we don't start with a tremendous amount of capital. What I admire is, y'all know the brother probably ain't start with $10 million, so he probably can't chip you off the way all of those other people are. But that collective investment, man, y'all got 10 episodes on Amazon Prime. And I'm going to tell you what, I know you're going to have at least 300 viewers because between us and YouTube, everybody going to watch, and we're going to watch all the 10 episodes. What do we need to do to help y'all keep this thing going and to help push y'all to the next level? And I'm going to just say like this, y'all should think about podcasting. I just want to say, think about doing a back-end podcast on the Colemans. Love to have y'all come down to the studio, even if it's a few episodes that you can use to promote as well, because I think this is one of those things where, like, just to get your insight behind the scenes, we know it's so many people that want to do film and want to get into the industry, they'd be interested.
Very true.
Tell me, give me Eric, Cayenne, Mr. Coleman, everybody give me some advice. Give me advice to people that want to be in the business. I'm going to start with you, young Cayenne.
What I would say is just don't give up. If you have a dream, pursue it and put your all into it, and then, you'll get where you want to get.
Dang, you deep, man. See, young people at an early age, they keep it simple. Eric.
Okay.
Talk to me, Ma. What advice you got for the peoples?
Like Kyan said, especially in this acting industry, being level-headed, moving with humility, and understanding what you want to do, what you want to get out of the business, and allowing that to be your driving force, because you're going to hear a lot of no's. Everybody hears a lot of no's. But it only takes
hard. I hate no.
Man, and it only takes one yes. And that one yes can be a complete transformation of your life. So continue to manifest, continue to know what you want out of life, and go for it.
Mr. Coleman, the creator, will leave the best for the last for you.
I would say you have to don't cut corners. Don't cut corners and be consistent. Be consistent, and if you believe it, if it's in your heart, get it out. Find a way to get it out. If it's in your heart, it's there for a reason. Whether it's an idea, whether it's a passion, whether it's a goal, whether it's a dream. If it's in you, don't sleep on it. Don't let it die. Find a way to get it out. Pray your way through it. Grind your way through it. Put in that extra overtime that you got to put in. Reach out to family members. Reach out to friends. But find a way. Find a way.
Let me just say, real quick, because there's this concept of the overnight success, and people, I'm gonna tell you, people would put you in that category of the overnight success. Real quickly, thoughts on overnight success? Such thing as overnight success? Overnight for you? Overnight for you?
Well, I don't think it is. I think when the opportunity presents itself and you're ready, you're able to thrive in that opportunity. So if someone called me tomorrow from BET asking me to be the lead on somebody's show, I think I can do it because I've been putting in the work to be able to do it. Now, the people that get the overnight, quote unquote overnight success, they're ready. They were ready for that opportunity, but it didn't happen overnight. It happened maybe 10, 12, 13 years ago.
Tell it.
And they
Tell it.
And honestly, that's how life works anyway. It gets to the point where you feel like you want to give up because you've been hearing all these no's, and that's when God hits that switch, and he turns you into that quote unquote overnight success. But like I said, it didn't happen overnight. It happened 12, 13 years ago.
Tell it like it T.I. is. Young Buck, you was a kid, man. You only 16 years old. You gotta be an overnight success. This all happened for you. Man, you woke up one day, lickety split, you was doing it. Tell me about the thought of overnight success. Are you overnight success?
No, I don't think so. I think that it took a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of dedication and a lot of money, and it took passion. You have to have a passion for this. But after so many years of putting in work and getting so many no's, like Eric said, eventually that one yes could change your life. So I don't think I'm an overnight success. I think it's been a lot of things that I've had, a lot of different opportunities that allow me to get to the level I am right now. So.
Bizam and Mr. Coleman. You gotta be overnight success, dog. I mean, you your first time out, you pop off 10 episodes. You overnight success. Oh, and by the way, the ladies on the stream are asking, are y'all married? We know you straight, so you chill.
I'm not married.
That's right.
You got a whole love it. Mr. Coleman. First to the first question. Are you married?
Yes, man.
So sit y'all ass down. Go ahead.
So if you consider 3 years in the making and overnight, then I guess we are overnight successes.
Right. And so 3 years is not overnight. Let me just be clear. 3 years is not. There is no such thing. Let me just be 100% clear. There is no such thing as an overnight success. You may have seen them overnight, but nobody, all the work people been putting in for all these years, and even at 16, you heard this young brother say 3. You don't think you're overnight success. No, you ain't no overnight success. You've been grinding in a profession for 13 years, right? And it's now you're starting to see the fruition of it. And I just thought that it was important because so many of our young people and so many of our millennials want it all today. All today, and be like they don't have to pay dues. But what you find is that paying dues, not pledging, but paying dues, putting in your time, putting in the work, putting in the effort that it becomes to perfect your craft does not happen just because you woke up. You said you woke up and you decided you wanted to be an actor, but since that point, you had to put work in.
Of course.
Right? You made yourself be better. All right, look, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. The Coleman Show. When does it premiere?
It's out now.
Oh, dog. Is it half hour or hour episodes?
Each episode is about 22 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Look, y'all got a quiz at the end of the week. Everybody on the feed, y'all got a quiz at the end of the week. It is our job to all check out all the episodes of the Coleman Show this week. Look, and then y'all make sure y'all give them some feedback and you let the people know what exactly is going on, how you feel, and y'all got to tell them I need a y'all know I got to get a co-star or something. Some kind next season. Y'all got to have a crazy. Y'all should invite my cousin. I got a cousin that be getting. Well, we got Shorty in here, so I can't talk about it. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. We are talking with the stars and creator of the Coleman Show. They are live on Amazon Prime. Go into your settings today. Go hit the home button. Scroll across till you get to Amazon Prime. Hit the button and put it in the Coleman Show. Y'all check it all out. I'm going to give y'all a quiz on Friday. This is the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages. We'll be back.
Look, you don't say nothing. Just keep your mouth closed like a lamb and let me handle this, all right? We'll be out here in no time.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey, officer.
I need your license and your registration.
You got all that, Your Honor. His papers are legit.
Buddy.
Huh?
You're not under the influence by any chance, are you?
Well, I can only speak for myself when I say no.
No, he is not, Officer Larry, and nor am I. Where are you guys going in such a hurry?
We're going to get the package so we can drop it back off to the kickback tonight.
Package, eh?
Yeah, kickback.
My wife actually has her book club party tonight. The books are at the post office.
You guys are never going to make it.
Well, thank you for that information, Your Honor, Officer Larry, sir.
No, you got a busted out headlight.
I didn't realize it. Thank you for telling me that, sir. I'll get that fixed first thing tomorrow morning.
But you not. Dude, you just said that last week. That's exactly why we driving around doing Uber during the day, because you ain't got no headlights. Stop lying.
Is that so?
That's what he said.
Officer.
WIIFTBP.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. 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 What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people. 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 What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people.
I made sure to make sure, that my place yours. 28th floor, I had 8 thoughts, all 8 yours, cake for dessert, but I ate yours.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my nobody in the building, except for DJ Reese the Ruler. That's not a nobody. DJ Reese the Ruler holding it down. He tried to quit on the break, though, y'all. He was trying to leave out with the Colemans. He was like, hey, I'm in the family. My name Coleman, too. Put me down. I was like, DJ. Huh?
I'm trying to get a role.
You trying to get a role? Look, Doc, I'm trying to get a role. He can't be both trying to get a role.
But I only did voiceovers, though. I feel like, hey, I say if you need some voiceover work, let me know.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you what. That was a good. Can I tell y'all know I be stank sometimes. Some days I'd be like, I'm not. And you know, Mondays I want all my time to talk. But I'm super glad that we got the Colemans in. Look forward to checking them out. I'm gonna go check that out today. I'm gonna check them Colemans out. Great to see they're from Chicago, all Chicago production set. You know what I love about that though? It is the fact that he was able to go to them and they bought into the dream and said, man, I'm rolling with you. When we make some money, you got to cut me in. I thought it was dope. I think we know we're undercapitalized a lot of times, so we all bring a little bit of what we got to the table to make something better for all of us. You said, Lou, like you was about to say something.
Man, I think it's dope, like being from media school, that they actually filmed it and recorded it themselves to actually get the people in there to understand it, cut it, and, you know, especially in just saying, hey, man, just live a dream and then we'll get there. I think that's dope. Like, filming is crazy.
I was just thinking about think about if they filmed the whole series, they had to have cameramen, they had to have people that did lighting. It's all the sound man, somebody had to do all of those. Plus those actors had to say, okay, I'm going to give my time up to be here because I don't know where this is going, but we going to have something. Now they own Amazon Prime. Y'all go make sure y'all support them. Period. Point blank. I just want you, hopefully y'all understand that's kind of what we're trying to do here, right? Not in the same format, but live your dream. Live your dream. Take it, make it. Like, nobody is going to make you successful. You got to have the drive to do it. And then once you get it going, then everybody will jump on. But you got to go ahead and put your work in. Hey, I wanted to talk about what is the best neighborhood for black people to live in Chicago. I don't know if you all saw the story in Crane's Chicago, but they just said that 12 houses in Chatham being between 79th and 95th, east of the Dan Ryan. They are saying that 12 houses have gone for over $300,000. Right? Now, there was a time when the $300,000 house in Chatham was probably not really thinkable. But my question first of all, what is the best neighborhood for black people to live in? Do you think living in an all-black neighborhood is a good thing? Are there any all-black neighborhoods that you would want to go to? Now, the other part I was going to say about the Chatham thing and the pricing of the housing going up to $300,000 is the fact that if those housing prices go up there, will the median income equal the housing? And is this the beginning of the end of Chatham as a black neighborhood? Because when you think about the cost of a home in Chatham, which is really the black middle class, like at one point was the bastion of the black middle class, what does it mean when the houses start to go above $300,000? It's great for the property owner who decides to sell, because if you know your property can go for $300,000 and you bought it for $100,000, you jump it. But are these $300,000 homes the precursor to the end of Chatham being a black community? I remember there was a time when I wanted to, like, Chatham was the black Beverly. And if you drive through Chatham, even through these days, there's some places where it's challenges. But when you look at where the homes are, how many black people can afford a $320,000 house? Right? And if the neighborhoods where we've traditionally been able to establish middle class values, does a $300,000 home, do $300,000 homes in Chatham, is that a good thing? Does it make the middle class less accessible? The black middle class? I guess, where do you live? If you black, what's the best neighborhood? First of all, DJ, let me ask you. I'm not even supposed to be talking to you. But DJ, do you want to live in an all-black neighborhood? Do you live in an all-black neighborhood?
No, I'm definitely probably besides the apartment buildings, like houses, yeah, it's just me.
Wait, you the only black person?
Yeah, but like besides the apartment building, but yeah.
Is there anywhere that you would live? Are there any all black neighborhoods you want to live in? Where is the best place for black people to live? And let's say in Chicago. Let's go in Chicago.
In Chicago.
If you black and you want to live in a black neighborhood, where you go?
Well, you know I'm biased from out west, you know, so
I'm with you out west.
Yeah, so I probably would say if I was out like right now, you got to be close to like near north, like I would say almost like Ashland area. Unfortunately,
but if you get to Ashland, you now have Ashland at this point. That ain't middle class.
So in the black neighborhood,
and Ashland, right?
It's real hard to find a black neighborhood that I think is safe.
Wait. So you Pill Hill. I think Pill Hill is nice. I would tell you that I don't know where the nice black neighborhood out west is. I would say probably that gated community over by Ogden, like by the park, by Douglas Park. There's a little community. Now on the south side, I would say the Jackson Park Highlands. I would probably say Chatham, but it's sketchy around the edges.
Like 79th and Halsted ain't too bad around that area.
Oh no, I ain't messing around on that side.
Man, the police station right around.
Hey, the police station, they be shooting right down. I'm not messing around on the other side. Like, you gotta get way west. So Ashburn, but Ashburn is turning Latino. So like, you know, if you go down from 83rd to 87th between Western and Kedzie, maybe 79th to 87th. But on the south side of 79th, because on the north side of 79th, it's cracking. Crack-a-lacking. Where is it? Can you find a all black neighborhood for black folks that's high quality that you would want to live in? I was just thinking about Chatham. There was a time I remember when they built the Chatham, remember when they built that gated community in Chatham? You don't probably remember because you weren't out west. I mean, you weren't out south. But they built the gated community in Chatham, and it was a time when Chatham, to me, was the epitome of black middle class. Everybody's grass was cut. Everybody had a job. And it was just like aspirational. Then they said that they got the wave of foreclosures during the economic downturn, and everything got bad. Now it's coming back. But when I saw 312 houses at $320,000, I do believe that white folks, I don't know if those were white people that bought the houses, but like, let's just say Jackson Park Highlands. Y'all got to remember that I told y'all this, that the south side is going to start 10 blocks south of wherever the Obama Library is. So if you think about that, it seems like the people who didn't go all the way east are coming back west to the expressway. $320,000. Is there a home in Chatham that you would pay $320,000 for? Well, apparently 12 people have. I just guess my question is, what does it mean for black people living there? Because you been to 31st Street Beach? That ain't a black beach no more, y'all. Shout out to Pier 31. But that's about as black as you getting. You think about it. Check this out. Reggie's, you talk about the beach at 63rd. Reggie's is white owned. Black people be all up in there like, thank God Reggie's came. But do you think they built? Look at what Reggie's did right next to the Ickies. Now it's all white people over there. We was going to Reggie's because it was Reggie's train wreck and it looked all down. Then they started having rock and roll. And the next thing you know, white folks had taken over the South Loop. Now, you look at Chatham and you say the house is $320,000. I want you to ask yourself, how many black people right now are saying I'm buying a house for let me put it in a better way, for over $250,000.
Not a lot.
These are single family homes. We're not talking about a 3-flat. We're talking about a single family home.
Yeah, I don't know too many. That's you either moving them out, or if they luckily already there, then they can luck up there. But I don't see no black people, especially moving there.
Let me just point y'all this. Let me point this to y'all. Remember when I told y'all about the Christmas lights? Y'all don't want to hear me when I told y'all. Remember when I said we needed to be concerned about all these white folks coming into our neighborhoods offering to help you put up Christmas lights? That's because they was knocking on your door, looking in your house, saying this is proper housing stock. We can live here. And now your houses are going for $320,000. And once the comps go, then you're going to start to see whole neighborhoods because the pricing will be the barrier to keep people out. Y'all don't be wanting to hear me till they already sitting in your living room. I told y'all, when you see these white folks coming knocking on your door offering to clean up your yard, they really cleaning up their own yards for the future.
Yeah, that's what they do. Like you said, that they raise the price of regentrify it. No blacks can't pay that. And then maybe you'll be like, 10 years ago, this was the hood. And then you'll look around and you'll be like that you see no black people now. You know, they done came in and took over it. And now it's no longer the hood. And now you see all these new things in there, you know what I'm saying? Like now money is being flooded into that neighborhood now. But like right now, I ain't gonna let it die down.
Let me point something out to you. This is why I was asking. This all connected to my social media question this morning, and I know we got to get out of here. What I asked you this morning is who's really doing the shootings? Think about there was a mass shooting where 15 people were shot on 75th Street in the heart of Chatham, and we still got 12 homes being sold for $320,000. You know, when they tell that story about they shoot up the neighborhood, raise it, make it violent so that people leave, and then they come in and buy it up, I don't know if it's all coincidental. Look, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. For my sometimes co-host, Todd Stroger. For my On a World Mission co-host, Ruthie Moore. For DJ Reese the Ruler. For the Colemans. And for Adam Hollingsworth. I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Perry.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black